Halo, halo. Udah mulai aja, Cok. Sabar. Saya kayaknya telat deh. Streamnya guys, sabar guys.
From Singapore.
Yeah, they just showed their debut performance. However, if you take a look at the results, the performances were kind of middling. They didn't have anything too outstanding, although they had a pretty darn good Lotus map against Talon, along with Ye getting an ace, Scary topping the scoreboard. Apart from that, Bleed seemed to struggle a little bit. You know, onto the next few maps, they just couldn't really bring out any wins across the board.
Yeah, rough. A lot of new stuff though for Bleed that was put on debut. Yay, first time Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Zest as well, first time Gecko was something that
Belum ini,
OPRX
guys.
still has not
Belum polling
implemented
dulu.
with or without him on the
Rabi.
lineup. We got to see him coming out without, but it seemed like there was just some comfort issues. But with some more time, maybe we'll see that as well as that improved synergy that they were talking about during the interview.
And on the flip side, we've got RRQ, who found success last
RRQ.
week. Let's have a chat with them and see how they're feeling this time around.
Well, hello and hello, Flip. Now, you guys have a great opportunity to get the momentum started. So, what's your mindset heading into this Bleed series? And also, anything you would like to say to them?
FIFA RRQ.
I don't want to say anything, just good luck
Lead.
to them. We try to get our second win, and then I think you're gonna be down to 0-2.
Start bowling. Dah.
0-2, W for RQ.
Yeah.
2 wins in a row.
2 wins in a row.
Okay, alright, good luck.
Oke, good luck,
Okay,
good luck.
spin me back. Spin me back.
Oke, dah.
Jen, that's not a touch screen,
Nah.
but that would be a cool way to play Valorant.
I've done that before with a laptop.
Have
not,
you?
Not with Valorant, but I had a touchscreen laptop in college, and I used to play.
Halo,
Sniper
Kay,
and
apa nih?
I just
No
tap my screen and headshot people.
Nah,
And
kamu lagi guys.
that was his short debut into
Akhirnya.
pro gaming.
Akhirnya
Well,
bisa
that was
restream
really nice of
anjir.
him. He was like, good luck, but
Dari
it's gonna
dulu
be
aku
a
pengen
2-0.
restreaming
RRQ
anjir.
is definitely feeling really
Ini,
good.
apa
Ewok
namanya?
was with us
Valorant,
at the desk
dari
last week,
kemarin.
and he was very humble,
Kira
but they
dapet.
end up
sih?
finally winning after, what was it, 265 days? I mean, granted, they were facing up against the best form of Gen G, Paper X. They were just so unlucky all the way. But yeah, they're doing a lot better now, feeling better, feeling more
know,
confident.
right?
I got to play a non-Gen G opponent, so that was good.
For now, this is a team that's like constantly improving. You know, maybe they don't always eke out those wins, but after a little while, they finally managed to win. Okay, after 265 days, and it almost feels like maybe that secret ingredient was missing, and it's just Jemkin and along with Australia.
Wah, kalah
Yeah,
mulu
I,
anjir
one
Ricky.
of the, I think, more puzzling things for RRQ in their last series, despite getting the win, was just some of the
Gak
role
pernah
swaps
menang,
that we saw coming through. X-Pharaoh being moved over to play the Sentinel role. It was definitely a little bit weird. Elmore as well coming out
Flips
playing.
on the Yoru.
Yeah, there was some. Well, the Yoru from Flips looked pretty damn good. So I think RQ retooling some stuff, you know, during the downtime while Masters Madrid was happening, and I think that that's good. I wasn't fully convinced by it, but it was good enough to be able to get a win. And I think with
sendiri
more
orang iya ya.
iterations, if they're going to stick with the
Stream
players
sendiri.
on those roles,
Pengennya
then it
nggak
should just get
stream sih,
stronger
tapi
and stronger. So I'm excited to see how improved
pengennya
it looks
nggak
today.
dia Vidd.
Now,
Tapi
RQ,
sekalian
as
aja.
you said, hasn't really gotten to play many other teams besides Gen G and Paper X. And then last week it was Team Secret, who just won in earlier's match today. And this is the first time these two guys will be facing off. And Bleed, I hope they are not trying to hit RRQ's record of days to win
Oh,
here.
Certainly not.
But yeah, here they are from last week, and here are some of the
King
performances.
Mediktan gawe ya,
As
Cok.
mentioned, Quack, you know,
Dia
they looked
nggak
pretty
gini.
solid on Lotus, but
Play.
that was the only
Dia nggak stream anjir, apa dia masih sakit?
yeah. The thing about Bleed is not only do they have, you know, a couple of new
Nah,
players
ini
coming
nih.
to the roster.
Demi
maybe
King
that
Medika aku stream,
to
guys.
integrate,
Menggantikan
you
dia.
also have Scary as the new IGL. It's no
Boo.
longer gonna be a crazy guy. And I guess, although he was really good
It's
with the team
time.
on Lotus,
RRQ juara, guys.
he was able
Ya nggak
to
sih?
read out some of his opponent's movements.
Aku percaya,
As
guys.
you move on into
Oh,
the next
lawan
few
nih,
maps,
Jemkin.
things just seem to crumble and fall apart. Decision making.
Tapi ya udah mulai nggak terlalu
Scary's
OP sih
often
sekarang,
the
guys.
last
Udah biasa
guy
aja
left
sekarang.
alive. And
Daripada
although
tahun-tahun
he
kemarin
has
pas
been
dia di
the
optik ya,
Clutch Master before, so far
masih
in
bagusan
Pacific, so far in
pas
stage
dia
one,
zaman optik
he
anjir
hasn't
daripada
really
pas
shown us
dia
that
habis
just yet.
itu anjir.
Now we're looking at Ye and Jemkin. Ye we
Yay.
saw on the Rays, not
Yay.
for the very first time, but definitely the first time in a significant way. And Jemkin, our #1 Rays player in terms of ACS, was absolutely killing it last week.
Yeah, I mean, Jemkin, he's had some soft starts in some of the matches, and I think Lotus widely.
Tapi gimana ya? Moga menang lah. RRQ, Cak. Kalau menang RRQ ini masih buka kemungkinan gini sih, guys. Lolos ke match selanjutnya kalau ini menang.
Our top player of the week, or top ace of the week, as we had it, was just incredible from him, and that's just what Jemkin is capable of. But we
Ice
also know
ball.
that Ye is very much capable of the same things. It's just about harnessing it, enabling it, making sure that he is getting to a position where he can have that kind of impact, and that's the thing that Bleed is going to be working on. Yeah, it's a big shift in this lineup, a lineup that has had big shifts because couldn't have some other players because of age, because of restrictions and whatnot coming into this tournament. Have to make some additions. Those aren't working out.
FIFA
Team 5,
RRQ,
not
yeah,
great.
FIFA
Need
RRQ,
more
yes.
changes. So being able to get into a really
FIFA
stable spot
RRQ.
has been a bit of a struggle.
Yo,
Right now it seems like this could very well be the 5. It's now just about mastering and building up these 5 players that they do have, getting Scary to a point where he is super comfortable as an IGL, getting Zest into a position where he's super comfortable playing a wide agent pool like he has in the past for DRX, but with a lot of new ones thrown in.
I completely agree.
Anjir, pakai laptop aja berat banget dong.
Are there. Although they start to fall apart, you can see that Ye was one of the players trying to lead the team, trying to find those early picks just to give them a bit more space, a bit more wiggle room. But as we go into map picks right now, I mean, you have to wonder, is it going to be Lotus again? And so far, what are the map bans going to be? Because RRQ's Breeze is something to behold.
Well, they definitely both hate Ascent. Which is
Ascent
curious
di-ban
that Bleed ended up vetoing it since neither of them
Main di
wanted to play it
Lotus.
anyway. But
Lotus Breeze?
they continue to do it. Lotus is in from Bleed.
Yeah, I wouldn't
As
mind
you'd
seeing
expect.
RRQ just go
Oh,
for
pick
Breeze
up
here,
the
but
cat.
flips right back over onto the Yoru and just go ham on the map. I mean, it was
Main di Breeze kah?
damn clean. His impact was palpable,
Oh.
but it's
Oh,
actually
ice block,
blocks
Cok.
here from RRQ.
Wow.
So I mean, that is the that map that ace highlight from Jemkin does come from, but it was
Bed
a
split.
bit back and forth.
It is also
setnya
the map
sisa.
that Bleed suffered on the most, not just last week, but also in
Banyak.
kickoffs. So I think maybe that's a point of weakness that perhaps Coach Ewok
Breeze.
focused on, and then Breeze is the decider. Wow, we get our Yoru again.
It's highly likely that that is going to be the case, as I don't think that RRQ will have, workshop a completely different composition, but obviously opportunity for Bleed to kind of look and see what the setups are like, how flips
Good guys, guys.
whether it's on the attacking or the defending side. But first we can zoom in a bit more on Lotus.
Well, one thing's
RRQ
for sure, both these teams
menang
seem
ya.
to like really big maps. Yeah, so
375
Lotus
band
is going to
1.
be the first map. This is the one map that Bleed took off of Talent
Chamber sih oke
last
sih,
week,
guys.
and RRQ,
The
I
best
hope
is
they've
Chamber
got
dia.
something ready and prepared for Bleed.
FIFA
Hopefully feels
RRQ.
like it, especially if they're gonna kind of go through with that. In the past, they might have had the chamber before, so that's always fun and interesting. But the main thing that stands out for Bleed is the way that, I think the thing that RRQ needs to watch out for is the way that Bleed plays this map for map control. You always have strong sentinel in the form of Retla, and he's able to anchor down the C site, but Scary, as a shot caller, knows exactly how to find your movements, knows exactly where to place his teammates so that you won't be able to get any free space. If you want to take space, it's going to cost you.
I think one of the things that we need to see alongside I think the biggest thing really for Bleed is going to be having Scary just get comfortable in that IGL, because one of the things I think that we were kind of seeing was that Scary was taking a hit in his own performance, where he is just this renowned, known the world over smokes player. Everyone knows that highlight from Ascension in that grand final, getting that ace clutch.
Grand
We
final.
weren't seeing anywhere near the level of heroics or impact from him in that last set. And I think a lot of that has to do with because he's putting way more thought and attention into IGLing and really figuring things out. So as he gets more experience with that, obviously that's going to be a little bit more natural and secondary, and then the gameplay can come through. So I'm wondering how much work has been put in directly into him IGLing in this, little bit
Tim
of
makanya
time.
RRQ menang
No,
guys.
that's a fantastic point about Scary on the IGL role, especially with two kind of new members on the roster. And we had to talk about predictions, because that's what we always have to talk about. Let's show it off, and this time we've got
RRQ banyak, Cok.
three
Wow.
Bleed believers. It's very
RRQ, Cok.
different than the last time we were predicting for Bleed versus Talon. And yeah, okay. Looks like our desk, we're like kind of on the same wavelength here. Quack, tell us why RRQ.
Well, I think RRQ just look a little bit better. The way that they were playing last week, a lot more even against Team Secret. They were actually challenging them. Even when they were challenged, they weren't giving up. Bleed on the other hand, the way that they were playing, although Lotus was great, once you started to see some of those cracks, the whole team started to crumble. And even though Coach Lagia calls the timeouts, most times coaches call timeouts because they want to right the ship.
RRQ Valorant nggak pernah juara, skip cuma menang nama. Sorry. Belum,
Cok.
Cok.
And the
Sabar,
whole team just
belum,
doesn't
Ray.
really know what to do.
Belum jawab, belum, Jess, belum.
Everyone seems to
Sudah saatnya aja.
disagree, and they're not doing the same thing, not the same game plan. It's just
ini masih
odd
sakit
to
kan?
watch Bleed right
Ini nggak
now.
pernah
The
kelihatan,
teams
Cok.
are coming on stage really soon, but any quick thoughts, Kilius?
I just think that RRQ, no big overarching changes for them. I think that they have a solid foundation, even if they're going to be flipping up some roles. I think that with the more time that they've had, they should be able to iterate on that a little bit better compared to Bleed, who have just recently done. A big
Tapi kalau
shift
baju
roster,
RRQ-nya
also
bagus,
need to
aku
iterate on a lot.
mau
The
sih.
main thing I'm gonna keep my eyes
Sebutkan
out for
versi
is
RRQ Valorant.
Edge is if they kind of normalize some of their compositions. They had some bizarre ones in the last series, so we'll see what they bring to the table.
Yeah, let's see indeed. All right, let's welcome RRQ and Bleed Esports to the stage.
Oh, udah di stick ya? Ntar lihat dulu guys. RRQ bos. Bleed Esport. Bleed Esport.
RRQ.
Anjay. RRQ. 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 Bu, Estrella.
Is it gonna be undefeated for the Alpha group? But Bleed definitely needs to show us something. RRQ looking more confident than ever after their first victory in ages last week.
Oh ya lupa aku masih member masih
Today.
Because
Yes.
okay.
Come on.
maksimal masuk 5 orang. Iya 5. Enggak sih, bisa 6.
Be the day where they are
Otherwise, we have to
undefeated.
remix the song and just cut the off the beginning of the
Undefeated.
Undefeated.
Ada Ziz.
defeated. Like you know, it
That's
doesn't work
Z's.
as well. But for Bleed, we want to see this.
Gila, aku mau
Everyone
gininya
was
RRQ,
so
guys, yang
excited
gini-gini,
about
Cok.
them since they made it through Ascension in concise fashion.
Emang RRQ ada berapa? 5
We want
doang.
to be able to believe in this team. Yay is here. He has been here. They have not found success quite just yet. They've retooled it. How do they look coming into this one?
Harusnya menang ya guys ya, karena Bleed nih kurang gini guys chemistry-nya meskipun pemainnya I'm Star semua ya.
What Egg Diablo is made of. We haven't used that term in a while. We haven't seen Ye perform at his
Yay.
peak. We know he
Terus
has a
RRQ
better
Valorant
form,
siapa,
and
Pit?
we've yet to see
Ewa. Seingat aku namanya Ewa. Namanya Ewa guys.
But they always find a way to bring him back.
Yeah,
So,
they usually do.
Sumpah.
You know,
Coba
whatever method it
Red
is,
lah
get the soul stone, whatever you
diganti.
need.
Nih coba Estrella diganti. Bisa juara guys RRQ.
And
Kali.
Redla, joining or
Estrella ganti
rejoining
sama
the
monyet
Bleed
dah minimal.
roster.
Ya sih.
I know he's still
Ganti
trying to
sama
find his
monyet
footing here
coba.
with the
Bagus
Bleed
dah.
team right now.
Oh, Ewo.
RRQ, that
Ewo
is
ya guys. Ewo.
strong tier. They're good to go.
Pakai jas ya, Cok. Gila. Kalau orang pakai hoodie dia jas sendiri, Cok.
I do hope as though Lagia is
Ada
telling
Ye.
them that this is
Yay.
your moment, your time to shine. Last week, just forget about that because now, if they can find that win for the
Arion.
group, for Alpha Group, that would mean so much.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, take your time. I don't mind it. Take your time with the huddle. Get the players ready. This is what you would ideally like to be the last time you talk to them during the game. You don't want to have to intervene with those timeouts.
RRQ Bleed.
Absolutely right.
Empel kapan
Alright,
pakai
let's
jas
get
untuk
started
kosnya?
for match 2 on
Nggak tahu sih.
today.
Emang-
Over to our
Emang
guest,
kas RRQ di
William
sana nggak pakai jas ya?
and
Di MPL ya? Baru ngah aku. Kayak
Thank
nggak
you
ada.
very much. That's right. We do still have another full-packed best of 3 waiting for us. Of course, we had a tight one earlier between it was Team Secret and Zeta Division. Team Secret finally bringing home another victory for Alpha Group. Can Bleed do the same today?
Can lah.
Desk already broke down all the reasons why it could go both ways.
Salah
But
guys,
quite
RRQ,
frankly,
guys.
momentum right now in favor of RRQ.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Terakhir
I
kos
was a
MPL
solid
season 5.
believer
Emang ya?
earlier when they went up
You
against Talon, and this was the map where they got it
Ibu,
done.
Cok,
They won
kerja.
the Lotus. So absolutely, I think they're capable of it. But I
Absolutely
think
cinema.
RRQ's form is still really strong. Yeah, a lot of their games are really close. A lot of their maps are
they
coming
are.
down to the wire, but they could get it done as well. So look, even though I picked RRQ, I'm really confident.
Yeah,
in this
Bebeki.
Bleed squad. If they can get that synergy together, they've had another
Oh,
week
pakai
to
jas.
kind of work on integrating some of these new players into the roster. All these things.
Oh
they
iya
start
kah?
to come together.
Dia aja sama James itu. MPL season 5 masih James kah? Masih James kah? Apa Mas Acil?
Okay, on this map.
Waduh,
We need to see it the other
Xvero
maps now as well.
yang 5 field
Yeah,
dia
taking a look
bikin
at the Asian
Estrella.
picks. Now RRQ, they haven't shown it yet in Stage 1. The last time we saw it was at kickoff when they played against Gen G. Back then, Elmi Moore still playing the Sentinel, actually brought out the Chamber. Not as much impact, and now they're continuing, really solidifying Xvero as that primary
Xvero.
Sentinel and Elmi Moore as that primary initiator. This will be
Ada dulu,
Elmi
Cok.
Moore's first time, I believe, playing the Fade. He's played a lot of Silva in the past. Of course, the Sky not so much. It didn't look so hot last week. But now bringing out the Fade here
lagi
for
nih,
Lotus
wow.
as Estrella continues as the Omen as well.
Yeah, and this is kind of the comp that most teams are leaning into these days. And gives you the rebel control that you want. It does all the good things that you expect. You're able to lock down the sites with the KJ on C, things like that. So nothing out of the ordinary in terms of the comps to really talk about other than what you mentioned, the role swaps there. But that has been the name of the game for RRQ coming into stage.
RRQ.
We're changing the roles up a little bit. We're going to experiment with that, see if we can find some success.
We'll see if that continues. They looked a lot better last week, but still perhaps not the clean victory they would have wanted against Team Secret. Can they get it done today as we go over to Lotus? Bleed's pick. They had a great showing last week, kicking things off with the Zest clutching it up in the pistol round as if he never left the stage on a comfort pick of Fade. See if it happens today.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten a little used to it, a little spoiled seeing Zest pull off some incredible plays throughout the year.
Kalau udah aimnya ngeri guys ya, anjir. Serif doang udah oke sih, meskipun pakai agen Killjoy anjir. Aduh, suaraku kenapa ya?
Early success, a crunch towards these doors potentially being set up by Bleed, seemingly having a decent read on this.
Yeah, looks like RRQ should be fairly wary of it as well. The Killjoy ready for a potential pinch out from B main. It is definitely going to be that Fade raise combo from the defenders on that mound side. The paint shell's already thrown out outside the C's. There's a blast back. A gets ahead. The paranoid comes out from B as well. But Smoke to now reset from the attackers. They were ready for it. They get the read. They start to file into Rubble.
Hanya kosong dong kalau gitu dong di push itu. Ya, bagus, good read RRQ. Masukin tree-nya. Nah, post plan dong nih mainnya. Udah lihat Sen versus Lapid 600 gila cowok. Ya cowok, gila si gini main sendiri. Aspal 47 kill cowok. Udah gini. Kemarin tadi aku nonton. Lah, kedua kocak. RRQ dulu, oke. Esterla. Sabar. Menang dong nih. Dor.
Does he reset? The Prowler tags onto Rutla. It actually gets the bite, and he loses vision at the most crucial time.
Aspah patah itu dari nama patah punggung cowok. Kerja sendiri anjing. Yeay. RRQ menang coy. Zaken nggak main cowok. Tapi itu Leviathan nggak apa Aspas kalah jauh cowok sama Sentinel. Aspas dari kemarin gendong-gendong anjir. Coba lu lihat yang kemarin no si Aspas. Nge-kill sendiri dia anjing. Gak tau kenapa dia pindah ke gini ya, ke Leviathan ya anjir. Padahal kalau di lot tuh udah jadi juara terus tuh. Aspas nge-pull di VCT. God cok. Dari dulu ada God cok. The real God. Udah juara dunia tapi tetap main cok. Daripada halo bang, halo Elis, welcome to the stream. Daripada, nah itu, tau lah.
Of a potential trap play, doesn't want to run into all the Killjoy util by accident, give over a free weapon or two. So they'll make sure
Jordan harusnya kan jadi streamer.
So sure, RRQ being thorough here on the anti-eco, but does that make their post
ini deket banget ya main cok. Oke, dan default harusnya udah menang nih 2-0 harusnya. Iko soalnya guys. Main 4 belakang. Nah, ini baru mainnya bagus nih post plan. Rapi gini cok RRQ. Nggak kemarin nih udah mulai rapi nih. Udah mulai bagus. Cuma tadi kayaknya wave dikit deh XP-Hero. Lah, nggak mau anjing nih Bleednya apa lah. Astaga. Dia lebih baik mati sama Spike anjir. Indo yang main mana bang? Yang kanan RRQ Elis. RRQ Indo coy. RRQ Indo. Agennya sama cok kayak Sen versus Levi tadi di Lotus. Ya kan ini agen terbaik buat di gini guys. Agen terbaik buat di Lotus. Semua VCT itu pakai gini, pakai 2 smoker. Karena biar bisa nge-fake gitu.
with a 0 next to his head.
Biar bisa nge-fake
And
gitu.
Jesse owned it
Musuhnya
all.
nge-smoke sini, padahal kita ke A, ke
We
B
see
bisa
another
jadinya.
member here who had to suffer that fate last year at Ascension, Jemkin,
True.
going up against the team that gave it to him, Bleed.
Nah, makanya ini cowok
Most very
agennya.
different players on
Paling
both
oke
sides,
itu
but
ya
we'll see if
Killjoy
Jemkin,
karena chamber.
is there any vengeance left in the tank that he wants to
Kalau lu
kinda air
jago
out
chamber
today
ya ada
in
pakai
this
chamber
match?
itu.
As they both find themselves here on the VCT Pacific stage. This is a quick push on
Whoa.
the site.
Di flash dong.
Able to quite land that shot.
Nice.
Lips eventually getting traded out, but Xfero is there.
Dekat nih, ketahuan sih
with
harusnya
the
dekat nih.
outlaw. Jemkin
balik.
wanting to make sure they get at least the spike down, and Xfero right now, he's already cleared out the A side. Maybe they're opened as well. That allows him to
Okay.
continue to put pressure all
Gila, udah
the way
Odin aja,
around.
Cok.
Xfero's picked up this Odin.
Oke,
They've
nice timing
read
nih.
this really
David.
nicely. I'm not sure if they're going to be ready.
Oh, the timing's a little quick.
Okay,
Xfero
okay.
just lets it pass.
Lah!
Footsteps be heard though as he tries to chase
Terus
through.
kecepatan,
However,
anjir.
Estrella now on the second lurk all the way
Kecepatan.
around. Jemkin, his job is just to buy time. They have no idea that there could be a second. The spike
Nice.
killed.
Oke,
And it's
ketahuan
only
di situ.
Retla left alive for Bleed. What a setup in the post
Udah.
plant by RRQ.
Main sabar.
And the jump back
RRQ juara, coy.
Jiggle up
Wuh,
both sides.
juara,
Retla,
juara,
too
juara,
many
juara.
things to consider. He also has
For
to
second pakai
potentially
Cypher kok,
worry about
Bang, di
seeing
Lotus.
Vandal.
Tergantung
Gets
kalian
the
pakai
kill,
apa,
he
guys.
can't get out in
Kalau ada yang
time.
jago Cypher pakai
And
Cypher ya, kalau ada
Jemkin
yang jago
will pick it
chamber ya
up.
chamber.
3-0 lead.
It's a
Bang, nggak main
beautiful
kah
entry
abis
here
abis
by
ini kayak main
Jemkin.
guys? Ya nggak sih
Goes a
no?
little bit
Abis
deeper
match
than
ini
you
kita
would
main.
normally expect with
Kali.
the Rays. Getting far into that B site, but throws the crosshairs a little bit off. Xfero winning that angle.
Gila.
Out on the outside, grabbing that Odin, opening up that space. You know, Scary's, like you mentioned, aware of the first because of the footsteps, but not expecting that second,
Nice,
breaking
nice.
that baby door
Don't
open
blame
early
Boom.
to set up that double stack for the flank. And you
Don't
know,
blame
it's a
Boom.
2 attempt for Bleed in terms of coming from
Apa gitu
both
anjir?
angles of B, but not really quite aware that there was going to be extra reinforcements, trying to go for some shots is yay, but only getting
Ntar
a
aku
little
lupa
bit of
matiin gini, Cok.
The snake bite cuts off
Matiin-
some backup
matiin
as well. So now
monetize,
one
ntar lah.
way refreshed. Bleed will be a bit safer.
Harusnya nggak
Already
monetize
aware
guys, aku
of Estrella
di situ aku
being
guys
hit across.
nonton sembarangan.
He's already making some calls on
Aku udah
the
nggak main 6 hari
camera.
nih,
So
wow,
Jesse
6 hari Cok,
foresees continued
nggak main.
pressure on the other side. See if he can get a cheeky kill on the lurk. Surely you suspect
Okay.
something. This late delay, the Prowler clearing out B side.
Gold
Pressure
Flower, Cok,
across the
tinggal.
entire map from RRQ, even Rubble being held by Xfero.
Ini A-nya nggak dapet
Still
info
with
nih si Xfero.
another outlaw in his hands.
Yeah, and that information.
Tapi udah
is
ketahuan
working
sih
a treat
jadi
here
main
because they
A.
haven't heard much coming from Mound. They're going to
Harusnya
reaggress
ambil
towards
C
this
dulu nih.
angle. Don't
Oke,
like the
ketahuan
extra
semua
attention
paling sama dia nih.
towards B.
Scary.
Don't like going up against those sheriffs.
Nah,
quarters combat.
good, good,
Actually gonna
good
use
call,
the
good
night
call.
here, trying to cycle it quickly.
Yeah,
Oke,
but Ye
kena.
might
Boom.
by the revolving door. There's some paranoia. It's perfect for Ye. He gets one, and it's delayed the entry. But Jemkin will clear the site. Estrella finally trading out Ye.
Udah mulai
Then
ketarik
there's still
semua.
the lurk.
Tapi harusnya tahu sih ini.
Coming out from Xfero.
Selalu
Spike
nge-fan.
not planted
Walau
just
apa nih?
yet.
Sekarang benar-benar digantikan
Not
oleh
quite
Vidd ya
where
semenjak
they've
flashnya nggak ada
already switched
CD.
time for the backup to
Ya,
arrive.
karena nggak bisa diarahin
Allow
gitu,
Xfero
Cok.
to set up on
Nggak bisa
Mount.
langsung di
He'll just come
apa
through,
ya?
just wanna go on the lurk
Jarain
with
kapan
the
pecahnya
outpost.
anjir.
Wants to hold from outside with his teammates turret and alarm bot set up.
Kurang oke jadinya
Now
guys.
just holding.
Benny mana Pit? Meninggal kah?
This is the first
Udah
jiggle,
punya
but it isn't
cewek
enough.
baru dia.
Two shots.
Kali.
Darion tries to jiggle out of it. Won't find
Woo.
Incest. Good for a headshot, but flips on the trade. Retla once again the last alive. This time a sheriff, so surely he goes for something. Perhaps try to get that pit online in the next round, but he's gonna be 2
Juara.
points
Harusnya
away
gini
as he
nih.
goes down
Time
to
out nggak
Flip
sih?
Strider once again.
Harusnya time out nih.
Yeah, good
Belit.
trades here for RRQ.
Sangat time out sih, udah 4-0 anjing.
They're not unaccounted for.
Mau main maju, kalau nggak PM harusnya main maju nih.
RRQ,
Ya, harusnya
so-
di-push dulu
so
nih
far
sama
so
Blade.
good. The Outlaws look
Udah nggak
really
bisa
good.
anjir main
Xfero's
tunggu-tunggu anjir.
hands.
Kalah
Be too
setup.
upset if he grabbed an operator at some
Itu
point with
Tom
the
Lewis
ball.
Benny blok tahu aku.
These angles,
Biarkan
be
dia
honest.
aja.
Hit some good shots
Tom
to the wall
Lewis.
there, too.
Kenapa namanya Tom Lewis, Cok?
Love to see teams
Kenapa,
grab
Ben?
those
Namanya Tom
outlaws
Lewis, Ben?
against these ecos when they're
Yes.
pressing these early advantages to keep that
Attacker
economy
plus menang.
high pace.
I mean, you see teams that use it very well, and you realize they just start to run
Tapi
away
ini
with
map
it.
attacker
Obviously,
banget, Cok.
Vaporac's
Sorry
one
to
of
say
the
ya,
first
nih
to really
kan
do it out in
dimajuin.
the Pacific, even
Mau nggak
during
mau
the
harus di
season.
try guys, majuin guys.
See if more teams
Kalau
start to
di
warm up
defender
to
itu
that buy
di
outside of
Lotus harus
just the
dimajuin,
obvious
Cok. Kalau kita
play
lagi kalah gini.
But for now, it's going to be rifle upgrades on the side of RQ. And returning to a rifle buy here for Bleed, all full armor.
Nah, kalau di Lotus tuh paling malas aku nontonnya gini, guys.
For the time being.
Yeah, it's a desperate round
Rotate.
for Bleed. You know, you've been
Obok-obok
set on
satu
the
side,
back foot,
rotate.
back
Nah,
and
males
forth,
banget, Cok.
and
Soalnya
scoreboard-wise,
tiga set,
you certainly
Cok.
wanna
Sama
change
kayak
that right
Evan.
now. You don't wanna let this slide too far
Defender
out of
nggak pernah
control.
menang di Lotus Memek ini.
Playbook for
Karena susah
RRQ
anjir
is
tiga
picked.
side.
And you do anything about
Nah,
it.
bisa ngapain-ngapain coy di attacker nih, bisa fake, bisa kecil, no. Tahu ada kill dari sana. Itu main santai lagi. Mending menit 40 kayaknya digas nih. Harusnya ketahuan nih pecah nih. Nah gas, door. Oke, anjir, udah ada kayak gini coba. Kayak dibaca gitu anjir, Vidd coba. Ini udah grand final kan enggak? At least ini apa ya bilang ya? Regular season. Tapi bisa dibilang RQ tim Indonesia di grup neraka sih guys. Kena mulu anjir lurknya. Ada bom. Rapi banget mainnya coy. RRQ guys, juara. Mereka mana bawa 2 cm ini gak bawa duelist kemarin. Tahu kan, lu tahu lah. Kalau RRQ mah orang dia menciptakan meta anjing tuh. Harusnya gini nih. Harusnya nih udah. Apa bilang ya?
That's a flawless
Timeout.
pulsar flawless here. For the side of RRQ, just starting to run away with this. I mean, this just makes the
Harusnya dimaju nih, perangin aja nih awal. Kalau mau Vidd menang harus perangin dulu coy awalnya nih, majuin satu side. Misalnya majuin C, aku kan majuin A, tembusin sampai situ. Sampai di majuin, jangan kasih segini lah. Jangan kasih fake gitu. Terus kita malang 2 flank tuh. Itu kenapa Phantom Vidd siapa? Terserah lah coy, orang-orang coy. Dia pengen pakai apa? Karena Phantom sama aja coy. Kalau lu suka nyepre pakai Phantom. No. Kalau lu duelist pakai Riz, Phantom the best.
Use his utility to keep himself obscured long enough that they just assume he's rotated somewhere else.
Ya harusnya dimajuin nih. Harusnya RRQ udah tahu sih mau dimajuin nih satu set. Terus di block. Estrella. Gak hit satu pala cok. Oh. 40 biasa cok, emang di nerf gitu Phantom. Bukan di nerf sih, emang gitu Phantom. 40 kalau kena pala. Jadi harus mainnya spray. Bisa one tap. Actually mainnya deket banget ya. Di bawah 30 meter kayak itu seingatku. Baru bisa 156. Guna cost di follow apa bang? Ya buat ngarahin cok. Ngarahin buat ngangkat stamina mental orang-orang juga guys. Emang ini sRGB. Lah masih mau stuck di sini kah? Oh, dia ikut. Main 4. Soalnya harusnya tahu 4 di sini balik sih RRQ. Itu on Fade. Lah iya.
Barely staying alive outside of that toxic screen. The Prowler catches sight of Relentless, just spray down through the screen.
3 harusnya tahu 3 sini.
Here for Bleed.
Great diligence here from RRQ. Not
ada jaraknya pula jauh, gak ada rasa memek. Iya cok. No, emang gak rasa cok. Phantom tuh jarak dekat paling the best guys. Sama fire speednya lebih cepat daripada Vandal. Cuma bedanya jarak jauh kalah jauh. Kalau jarak dekat enak banget anjir Phantom. Lah. Miss. Saya gitu. Nice. Atau aku malesnya kalau udah spray gitu guys. Pasti digituin aja. Nah, juara.
Right now they are dialed in as Estrella gets a
Gak ada rasa kayak itu lihat babi. Apa dam? Apa kabar dam? Ada Adam guys, apa kabar dam? RRQ apa Bleed dam? RRQ lah yang sih, aku udah pakai baju RRQ nih. Pas menang cowok 13-0. Harusnya dimajuin nih A-nya, majuin sampai di tuh, sampai di Viper musuh. Mau nggak mau ya, biar kontrolnya lebih bagus. Kalau nggak nyoba ngeflank lah satu Bleed, baru bisa menang. Kemarin mas, nah follow. Abis lawan RRQ guys, kita nonton guys. Abis RRQ match ini, main lah kita.
Something unorthodox coming out of Bleed after that timeout, and I would be too.
Kenapa nih?
And Now we will have to wait for the round to actually begin. See what it might be.
Lapanya rusak, Cok.
Alright, we couldn't quite
Babi.
escape the grass today, but we
Gak bisa tuh,
feel pretty good
minggu depan
about
kali. Masih farming kah?
So we'll wait to see if there's an update on what the
Farming.
problem may be. And waiting to hear from the staff up on the stage.
Nge-cheat, Kak.
Currently a 6-0
Ya, enggak nge-cheat, Cok. Enggak lah.
for RRQ.
Wah, apanya green rusak, Cok? Katanya green rusak, Cok. Apanya headsetnya rusak?
Get stopped. I was just
Monitornya rusak, Cok. Keyboardnya rusak.
No, it's just the tech pause rearing its ugly head.
Trying to creep back in, thinking we've forgotten about it.
Yeah.
Udah, bagus,
But
bagus.
do see a slight
Anjir,
nod from
wuting kah itu?
Redless, so it seems that maybe
Ya,
this
wuting
was a
deh.
quick sort. Maybe just a quick replug
Anjir kayak
here.
Mas Nel.
What's
Astagfirullah.
over here?
Can we
Udah nggak ada advancement, Cok. Dapat udah 1 pack doang. Bagus.
yay back up, you know?
Kenapa,
El
Cok?
Diablo seems to be
Lu kan gawe, Mas? Apa udah pulang, Mas?
Tech pause for that, like, is that-
Mas.
Like, is that
Oh,
okay?
we trying to make some deals now.
Yeah,
Okay,
look, I
Mas,
say
Mas.
I'll do it. I'll make a deal to get the devil back in the Pacific. I'm fine with that.
I don't know if that's quite what he might be looking for here.
Wih, hampir jatuh.
Well,
Kemarin dah gawe.
now,
Aduh,
it's
sekarang
not about
minggu kan
Ye,
sekarang
it's
harusnya
about
libur ya?
team of Bleed, and, you know, you mentioned something
Harusnya
interesting
libur
earlier
sekarang.
before the match started, Paper, than that obviously a big part about Bleed this year is about growth, right? You just got
Jadi 1.4 Mabore War 43.000 dong. 43 ya? Baru kan 43 apa 1? No. 43 apa 1 ya?
And the curiosity was, can they continue to improve to get to that level to play in Pacific? But right now, round 7 off to a quick
Boleh
start.
dimajuin.
That's as you
Oh,
called it.
mesti dimajuin,
They'll start
Cok.
to dump
Nah,
their
kan bener
ultimates,
dimajuin.
but it's going to be an operator hold for Sarah, but he has no backup. He's going to get swarmed.
Beuh.
He's ready for the blast back.
Dapat dua.
Play the showstopper for
GG dapat 2. Nah, benar guys. Pasti dimajuin guys, hanya biar dapat mal control. Cuma kalah gitu, Cok. Dia nggak expect bahwa satunya tuh pakai OP. Bleed.
Everyone tucked into these corners on the Viper's pit.
Sejujurnya kalau Maboro, Cok, orang cuma juara jam.
There's just so
Nah,
many
itu, Cok.
angles to be holding. None of them lined up on a singular line. And it should start to pique Bleed's curiosity that not a single member can be
Kita lihat.
spotted. Prowler's out to start the approach. The Hunts are coming in on both sides. But nobody spotted still just yet. Astrea
Aduh,
finds
mati
the first
tuh.
target. It's on to Ye. And suddenly, a 2v4.
Lah, ngapain tembak,
into the
anjir?
opponent's Viper's
Oh,
pit.
udah,
It just does
ente lah.
not seem sensible to chase out.
Tawan.
Coming in from Jet.
Wah, nggak ada bisa nembak, Cok.
Tries to
Dah,
backstep.
GG.
And yet
RRQ win,
another
guys.
round after a couple of
RRQ win, guys.
straight,
RRQ win, guys.
7
RRQ win,
to
RRQ win.
Great situation.
Satu pengen 1 bungkus kalau slop baru 10 bungkus.
Across the board.
Oh.
Understanding the
Ya,
economy,
smart guys, gawe guys. Aku juga gawe nih.
the timers
Kali.
at the end of that round
Mau
as
kan
well
nggak
there
di-ban
for
aku,
Champion,
Jess.
knowing that there
Aku
was
lupa
gonna be
ya,
a
rulesnya
safe
gimana ya?
lead and he was hot
Harus
on their
non
heels.
gini kah?
He knows
Monet
the
kah? Biar
economic
bisa diupload
situation. So this
IP-nya.
is
Nggak tahu nanti lah.
really dialed in RRQ today. This is a great play from Xvero. You get 2, that's fine.
Buh,
Still
udah
got a
oke nih,
lockdown
dapat
for
2
the
nih.
next round. You'll trade that showstopper any day of the week for what just happened in this round.
Oh, for sure.
That's huge. This is a win on
Lah,
so many
iya kah?
levels for RRQ in that round.
Yeah.
Iya.
Sparrow getting fired up as well when oftentimes he's kind
Nah,
of
itu tuh kayak editan kan kill 47 nu.
It's huge. Now
Gila,
Rumble
Dana
Control
kill 47,
taking over
Cok.
once
Seumur-umur
again.
hidupku
You
aku
hear
nggak
the
pernah kill
Viper's
47
pick
nu.
They're not
Jago
seeing
banget.
it on A. You gotta imagine with the typical defaults, it's on the other side of the map. We'll start to see on the mini-map, Xfero's gonna creep towards C, maybe get a little sight of it late into the round. And for now, all the way up
Hampir
to
50
Vidd,
jing, jeng.
already
The
set
real
for
50,
the
Cok.
1 minute mark here by RRQ.
Edit kan ya, editan.
First counter. Yeah, it's going to be the counter prowler and the paranoia as well, just to buy time. But it has to be both prowlers used. And during all of this, Flip starts to
Dapat
take
lusin.
in. Do we
Dapat
have
lusin ini
a
killnya
sense
Danu.
from Darion? He realizes that's the weak part of the map. Bleed starting to communicate a bit more on where they need cover. Baby door being watched. The possibilities of that B crunch.
Jangan curi langsung di flower.
Well aware of this. The prowler
Waduh,
right away, but Bleed just
terlalu-
holds the left trigger. Yay, will get
Ini.
1 kill. But it's not going to be enough.
Wah,
B-side
bisa
now
nyelip
for
gini
Go.
anjing.
And Flips. Does he
Sejeder.
have the timing? They start to really separate
Buh.
the angles here as Flips catches Darion from behind. He's coming back to help cover Baby Door as well.
Buh.
Astrea gets 1 kill, and Flips watching for anyone
Aduh,
else.
scary,
left
guys. Laga
alive.
terakhir, guys.
Scary. Is he aware that Flips has returned
Lihat
to
Benny
stairs?
anggapannya
He's gonna
fontnya
go
beda
for it.
pit.
And there's that
Mana.
cloud. Scary.
Emang ya, tuh. Emang ya, Ben.
Try to keep it. He's trying to let
Berarti
it
editan
go.
dong.
Got into the side. He's gonna push forward, but Flips
Aku udah
still
videoin
ready
juga
for it.
tuh, man.
Once again, just
Aman
right
aja emang ya.
blast.
Kecuali fotonya tuh, ntar aku cek di story-nya dia, guys. Aduh,
On
aku
this
bisa
first
tahu.
map, their own pick of Lotus.
Nah, apa
The
enggak?
whole time, you can sense what Flips wants to do based on his positioning as kind of the tip of the spear almost. In
Gila.
some ways,
RRQ juara nih kalau gini nih.
yeah, you've got Jeff
Yuh.
space towards Tree.
Mainnya bagus banget.
He's pushing up towards stairs the whole time. Retla might be able to sneak one away here. Yeah, he's going to take flips, but that's a consolation prize, and it's not a big one at all with the way the economy is.
8-0, Cok.
But the whole,
Eh,
the
8-0
whole time,
guys,
he's
gimana nih?
getting all this sense of the space.
Mana,
and
Cok?
he's being extremely patient. You can see that Darion was aware of it.
Bagus
for a
banget,
moment,
anjir.
But when they move over to B, his attention turns the other direction. The whole time Xfero is also going through spawn.
Istam kah, istam kah?
Checking all that area as well.
Nama akunnya aturan Minu, jangan name kau terus buat postingan IG. Waduh. Upload di Pinterest habis itu ya, no, sorry. Biar aku bisa pakai, Cok. Bisa di hide name tuh. Hide aja name-nya, no. Bagus kan, no? Ya sih.
Yeah, I mean, a Lotus that they haven't shown yet, right? But perhaps predicting it's going to come out, showing that it was a comfort win for Bleed in their opening match. RQ seems to have a good read on it, and these row swaps and positional swaps as well, not just the agents, but like you said, flips. Playing these rows and positions that really allows him to go on these aggressive lurks a bit more. This is one of the reasons why his Yoru seems so successful whenever they play that breeze. He's able to get into the thick of things where he likes to brawl and get information off of contact.
Nggak alt tab, Cok. Mana ya percaya? Foto doang itu, terus direkam. Mau ditanya usia mana-mana.
Being able to make plays for his team and for himself in those situations, and some say Flips is still lurking to this day. It's just so smart right now. What a game plan here for RRQ.
Yeah, I mean, this goes all the way back to when they were part of the Flips there as well, doing a lot of his own scouting, and Xfero
kalah lagi dong ini.
now with the operator seems to really find his comfort zone on the
Harusnya
Sentinel
kebaca banget
role.
anjir ini.
Think about this, you're also
Nge-fake
keeping
A, habis itu ke C.
You're not
Ya,
giving any chance to get to it.
Apa nggak mau fakein C-nya ya? Pakai OP kayak satu. Kayaknya OP deh satu nih, OP-in di C-nya nih. Mata bawa Omen-nya, nanti one way aja tuh C-nya kalau bisa. Apalagi nih, lihat ngobrol memek mana.
If it's going to be a wraparound, but eventually it will not be. RQ not overthinking this either, as Darion gets a tag on that jump. Jim can replay.
Wah, itu aku percaya. Itu aku percaya aja.
And that's going to bring the Nightfall available for RRQ, so the ult cycle is really good. Can they hold on? Did that help? Flip just taking Zed down.
Untuk udah rekam dengan segala gaya. Segala pertanyaan akan muncul ya, Bang. Anjir. Kalanya udah dipredik, Cok, malah ada, Cok. Gila. Biar kali tanya-tanya gitu ya, no. Balik ini raja terakhir, Cok. Balik.
Deciding to respect the space, and he will have to back off.
Balik.
He's trying to fake that out.
Ini orang jago banget, tai, scary. Harus respect. Sudah bersempat masih menang nih anjing.
Just looking for an exit frag, and now he says, "Okay, that's the last of the timers." Should be able to get out just in time, far away from the site.
Ini harusnya OP, guys. Open C-nya nih harusnya kalau Blade mau menang.
You've been holding on to it for quite a while.
Tapi harusnya RRQ ke base ya abis nih.
For Xfero, he's never really needed to get into a position, or they had to use a showstopper to take him down in one case. That's a nasty shot.
I mean, they found their right positions on RRQ. It took a little while, but
nggak tahu hasilnya ini, Bang, lagi aja belum.
Xfero looking energized. He looks happy to be in this new role.
Yeah, man, I love it.
Nggak mau OP kah? Bener, Cok, ini Bleed gak mau open kah? Oh, masih mau diperangin ya, Cok. Stres nih anjir Bleed. Masih aja kayak tadi, Cok, mainnya. Elmo ada ulti sih, boleh nih di-push nih. Nunggu 1 menit dah. Masih ada banyak waktu. Nah, pintar. Pintar, RRQ pintar, guys. RRQ pintar. Udah 9-0, masih ragu hasilnya. Udah lagi aja, belum jawab. Sabar. Masih main pertama, Cok. 15 Lotus lagi. Wah, bener Cok, kebecok, gila. Kayaknya aku ikut RRQ, guys. Tahu ada nge-swing. Gila, aku gus RRQ, guys. Tahu guys mau kemana dia anjir. Oh, balik kecil, guys. Sorry. Kecil ya,
clean
kecil.
win today against Bleed Esports. And they may not even drop a round at this straight as they clean
Cih.
B-side once again.
Apa sih mainnya belum, Cok?
The
Aneh anjir
brilliance
mainnya.
here.
Gila,
Just
mainnya
say,
Vidd
well,
aneh banget.
We know where the last couple players are.
Takut
We can set up a
anjir,
crossfire.
takut buat
We
salah.
can move over, make it easy on ourselves. That's just
Nggak mau sip
tremendous
OP kah?
understanding of the game. Tremendous fundamentals
Bodo amat
that RRQ
nih,
is
ya.
showing here right now. I mean,
Ini majuinnya nggak bareng.
this is
banyak
beyond
sih.
desperate for Bleed.
Terus RRQ mainnya eksplosif banget, lagi nembaknya lagi kena.
Generally in a
Susah ya dia
tactical-sided
nyabis.
map, in Pacific sometimes not, but you know, generally throughout the world. And now you have a couple ults. This round kind of has to go. You have a lockdown and a
Yeah.
nightfall of your own.
I mean, if you don't win this, that 13-0 is looming over
Woo.
your head.
Yep.
Cancel.
We might be setting more records than one here today at BCT Pacific. Not the ones of the good kind. Brett being pressured.
Wuh, masih bisa menang, Cok. Gila, Lord Jam kan.
But Jemkin is just on fire off the gate.
Woo.
The double, the teamwork for RRQ.
Tank Rusia, Cok.
Then they back off. They've lost audio. They don't want to just barrel in without information.
Tapi udah tahu sih.
The overheat
Masih ada 1 menit,
RRQ
3:05.
is not
Wah,
present today,
pintar, Ki.
unfortunately for Bleed.
Tapi ini
Now,
gatel
Bleed
banget,
still
Cok, Bleed.
haven't cleared the
Nah,
areas,
mati
but it's just
dong.
the crossfires. They know
Mati
Bleed
2-0 gak ini anjing.
starving for
Bawa 3-0,
information.
Cok.
RRQ waits for it, and they will be rewarded once again.
What are you supposed to do?
Ke recon.
Scary's gonna have to pull off another one
Honest.
of those just miraculous
Kosong.
clutches. It feels like
Trinya belum
he's
nih kayak
trying to come
mati
down
dong
to-
ini.
From there, okay.
Okay, I mean, Jemkin was kind of predicting it, but that is a spike down.
Ada
Now,
floor
45
kah?
seconds. Experiment ready for it, but he's still walking. Now a 2v2. Scary holds
Ini
on to
Scary
it.
bos.
And Ye knows the lurk is coming. And Bleed, a desperately needed round win goes
Terlalu
their
ragu-ragu.
way.
Ente dah.
Okay. That's what I wanted
Udah
to see.
satu doang
I
tuh,
don't
masih
like
pick
that they had to
satu.
be in that
What the
position in
fuck?
the first place. And I was just gonna say earlier, I'm like, I don't know. what
Scary
else
nih
to do.
anjir,
I'm
gak
just
bisa
kinda
anjir. Di
back
pick
into it,
satu-satu
but
anjir perlu
it's like a
perlu
drop
main
just
utility anjir.
It's giving it away. But-
Oke, good job. Alah, good
I
job.
mean, I like what RRQ is doing. That's
Kali.
all I can say. I feel like a broken record coming through those 10 rounds in a row. Just so many good things being done. Individual heroics, okay, sure, that's nice, but is that going to be the start of anything for Bleed on this map,
Last one.
on their map pick?
Yeah, I mean, you get the right read when it comes down to a 2v3, 2v4, but how do you escape being in that position in the first place is a big question.
Banyak kosong.
Now upping the pace for RRQ.
Karena ada ulti nggak sih?
Paranoia as well to clear out baby door C's.
Ada
to
ulti
clear
dari
out
Rehan, harusnya
waterfall.
mainnya
Now it's a
retake.
quick
Nah, retake.
flood in from rotating door from Ye, but he gets kind of stuck. Not much room to jiggle as that door's closing on him. And now the pit
Bo, ada
used
ulti.
to cover
Tapi ada ulti
baby
sih,
door.
nih.
Heaven still slightly open for Bleed's retake. Estrella now on the lurk. Does he go for a peek out?
Wah,
He does. A
ketahuan
little too
lurknya,
far
anjir.
out. Scary's waiting for it. He knows that RRQ's been winning these rounds thanks to the deep lurks and the late lurks. Now just to bounce out away from that
Dibuka dong
lockdown.
pintunya
Scary
nih.
looking for a timing. We're going to see
Aduh.
the detains come in. Darian starts to push in. The Viper's pit has to go down off of that death. The Prowler, they know that Scary's still here, so RRQ wants to push out. They want to clear this out first. They're trying to get back in. Elmimore can't. So it's all up to Xfero. He can't get the spam
Nggak
through
bisa.
the wall. And
Ente.
that will be the second round for Bleed as we finish the first half.
Yeah, I mean, eventually
Cilik
these ults
satu-satu.
can come into play.
Gara-gara
Give you a couple rounds for
Scary.
sure, and that's what you need.
Nah,
It just
Scary
took
jago
way
banget
too
aja.
long there for Bleed to get there, and
Sebelum 2.
the coordination still doesn't feel quite right. The reads still didn't feel quite right for Bleed. There's a paranoia sent out by Scary
sebelum 2 nih.
to see door
Sebelum
to try
2.
to set up Ye for that push that he went through. Didn't hit anybody. It completely missed RRQ, and then Elmimore just walks through and takes him down because, you know,
Tembus
you're
mental
expecting
sini.
somebody to be blind, maybe a little bit more space for Ye to gain before he's going to make contact, but
By the
instead,
Bleed.
it's red. That being said, still have the lockdown. You can still get in there, clear out that pit. You know, RQ kind of overcommitting to Scary's
Ah,
side.
yeah.
That did cost them that
Apa artinya
round.
tuh?
However, I miss your prime time.
Yeay,
Back.
yeay,
I know, we all do.
I
Apa
mean,
tuh?
you just see the impact this guy used to have across the entire world
Oke,
with
2-10
some
guys.
of the most amazing
Salah, bisa,
highlights
bisa.
we've seen. But right now, Ye, it's really just focused on getting back into that comfort zone on stage. And it's
Pit
not
dan
just
nonton di
about Ye
Cikewa sama
alone.
Yamada
It's
belum?
about
Yang
the
mana
entire
tuh?
Bleed squad. Several of
Yang
these
mana tuh,
players. I
Ben?
mean, Scary
Tahu, Cok.
also used to send waves throughout APAC and SEA. But currently not quite
Anime season
finding
baru kah?
the same value
Anime musim ini ya?
on the big stage as he's rejoining in Tier 1 of VCT.
It is a bit unfortunate so far in that
Kalau lihat di Google,
regard
Tata.
that Bleed hasn't
Di kawasan
really
sama
shown,
Yamada.
you know, what we maybe hoped they could with this stacked roster. That being said, you know, you gotta tip your cap to RQ. Game plan's been good so far. Basically a must-win pistol for Bleed here coming into their attacker's side. It's gonna be 3-man stack, that quintessential
Top 1 kasihkan.
sort of Omen, Fade, Raze combo towards
Top 1
Rubble.
terus gak tergeser apa tuh?
See, they've
Top
got
1 apa?
Paranoia ready. Got the Prowlers ready to try to contest this space, but going on a bit of walkabout is Ye towards that B site. There is that
Hit B ya.
tricky
Tapi ada
alarm bot right around the corner.
Yeah,
Ada
and
flash juga.
Estrella is ready for it. Wants to make sure that he has an escape. He hears the
Flash.
Prowler. Does he use
Delete.
the Paranoia? He's going to use it to try to counter out. He actually
Nice.
catches A on the entry as well. And then the toxic screen comes
Wah,
up.
toxicnya
There's the
bagus tuh,
game.
anjir.
He does find himself in the middle of the drop.
Ah,
but Darion
rip
just
aim,
cannot
Darion.
go and continue on to a
Kecil sih
second
harusnya.
kill.
Nah.
You still got the Killjoy X-Pharaoh over on the C side.
Saingan Vidd, emang ya?
Back up from
Belum tahu aku.
Waterfall. From
Season
Flint
berapa
Strider
tuh,
as well.
Ben?
Now a reset on
musim
both
ini
sides.
kan nih?
Bleed,
Belum
making
tahu
the
aku.
rotate.
Ini
Now
apa tuh,
Omimor, he wants
Udah
to
lama
go.
nggak
Ah,
ngikutin
he hears
per
the
animean.
shot. Good timing for that haunt.
Gara-gara
So nice
ngurusin
to get
YouTube
that in
sama
there.
skripsiku, Cok. Jalan nonton
Waiting for
anime.
this. Our 2 players now sliding over for RRQ. The door to fake the C hit.
Again.
Yeah,
Udah
looks
2
like it's gonna
season,
be another
emang ya?
attempt towards B.
Yeah, but
Kalau Yamada
Still
yang
holding that angle. He doesn't
yang
think
magic
just yet.
apa tuh
Because,
yang
I mean, RRQ,
kalau
they're
ciuman-ciuman
all
tuh
just
aku tahu
hiding
sih.
themselves until they know for certain
Anime lama.
where they want to go for the retake. Now they'll hear
Yang
the
tentang
plan.
penyihir itu.
Do have
For
Omi-
trades, yeah.
Omimor's a little too low, so RRQ just letting the plant go.
Oh
but in
my.
fact, Bleed might be overthinking this a bit as they want to try to
Bah!
the numbers, but it's just too many members. The reloads come in, and eventually X-Pharaoh swings around for the
Salah
trade.
kapten aja, Cok.
Gonna be RRQ
Mau nge-fake kah
leading
dia
11-2
dikira
on the
dimajuin, Cok.
pistol.
Gila, Red kayak di
Sort of
book, Cok.
a change up
Dibaca
there,
anjir
attempted to
nih,
be thrown
Bleed
by
anjir.
Bleed, but
Dipelajari, Cok, sama
said
RRQ nih.
RRQ just sitting on that
Tajir
glitch,
banget nih.
waiting for it, and they knock it out of the park.
Yeah, I get it, right? I mean, when you're down like that, especially on a pistol, yes, you want to dwindle the numbers. You don't have enough time because if you stick the plan,
Ya, ini
you're gonna have an
pistolnya keren sih, anjir.
But the thing is the fakes just didn't work, and B
Pengen,
side
Cok.
was already prepared.
Nice, nice, nice,
And
nice, nice.
Omimor feeling victory close here on map.
Habis ini apa? Icebox. Ah, juara, juara, juara. Juara, guys, juara, guys.
Message across the stage.
Force buy has to come through for Bleed. Sheriff's in a stinger.
Juara, juara.
It's all they could afford, though.
Yeah, it's not the best force buy either, right?
No, and the Outlaw as well could make quick work of this. This is made going for force buy is even more difficult with this gun in the current game.
What is this angle?
Kelihatan
No
tuh.
idea.
Yeah, just under that one way.
Wah,
He's
ketutup.
ready for the swing around the door as well. He will eventually actually get smoked out. So Ye not going to be able to go for a bit of a duel there. But now continuing the pressure. There's that outside alarm bot though. A lot of teams have been using this across the world, where it just gains you so much information early.
Boo! Tapi ada alarm bot sih.
Still feeling safe here on
Dilir,
the site.
dilir.
You've got that nano swarm that you can pop. There's that poison
Naikin
cloud
no,
as well. He pops
turunin
in. No
biar
one's
nggak
entering
kena-kena.
through that
Nice.
on an eco.
Boku no Kokoro ya Bayatsunin nama Jepangnya.
Leaves
no
a
idea.
lurk.
They have no idea what to do.
Ya kah?
I mean, they're
Aku cari.
lost, and they
Habis map
know
ini.
they can't go
Habis
up
match
against
ini.
Outlaw
Harusnya
without losing at
12-2
least
nih.
one
Habis itu
through that push.
menang.
They're gonna try to regress towards a different
Kayak
part of
aku,
the
Cok.
map, and this is the right thing to do in this scenario for sure. But it is going to be Elmimor with a Guardian going to hear that haunt, and
30
he's going to be
seconds left.
waiting with open arms. Now they did try to tuck a player in.
Ini kalau ada step nih langsung dimajuin nih sama si
Yeah, if Retla can
Red
get a
lah nih
kill
kalau
here,
ada
make
step.
sure to draw the attention
Oke.
away from A. He goes for the shot, but here's the
Buat
thing, there's
suara
still
biar
so many members of RQ
kayaknya ada
alive,
satu.
and
Dah,
they
dah.
still don't
Clear.
see the peak. Eventually get the kill. They see
Oh,
the
ah,
sniper,
hit hard
and
sih,
now
ketahuan hit, ah,
RQ
nah.
knows he still won't
Oh ya, ini
breathe
Melo terbaik
for
2
this
tahun
either.
terakhir.
And RQ playing it
Besar yang
patiently,
mana tuh? Ya
playing
aku tahu
with
deh.
the numbers, doesn't want to give over any
Kayak
of these
bukan.
powerful weapons. Darion holding close for the stinger. Yeah, it's going to be predictable, but he'll still have to go for it. Has to shut down the crossfire coming in from RQ's retake. 2 members up, and only Scary holding an off angle next to that spike. Now the push out from Bleed.
Beuh, lagi kena semua nih hanya.
Still one more up there. But it's
Beuh.
going to be the swing around. Not enough members left alive for Bleed as RQ
Masih bagus
reached
sih.
map point 12-2.
Tesekula.
Tremendous,
Thank you.
tremendous work here from
12-2.
RRQ. Patience pays off
RRQ
in this
ini.
round. Just
Juara, 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 juara,
holding
juara,
tight
anjir.
on C and B, kind of expecting one of those 2 sites with
Beuh.
a weaker buy no matter what. You know, no matter how many
Beuh.
credits they invest in that round, it wasn't going to be great for Bleed. That Outlaw working a treat there for X-Pharaoh.
Mugen
Sure he died,
Gunplay.
but didn't matter. Yeah, he's like, go get my Outlaw, go get
Budlo
my Outlaw.
and
Yeah, he's been doing work with it.
He knows He knows they can't afford full armors.
Gila lah, semuanya nyala cok RRQ cok. Apa GG next ya nih? Namanya The Dangers in My Heart. The Dangers in My Heart, anjir. The Dangers in Kokoro no Yaba. Kokoro no Yaba.
Win on the board here in Group Omega. Of course, still a best of 3, but this is their opponent's pick.
And you gotta
Semoga
think
salah kah? Oh.
Icebox coming up next. Hasn't been the best map for Bleed, so trying to right the wrongs. Previous history. Certainly we see it all the time where teams are able to take their map picks off of each other, but this one starts to feel like a potential GG go next.
I mean, look at the map.
Man,
Right,
you
look
know.
at Sparrow. He's already cleaned out
Yeah,
the
you do
entire
next
left
thing,
half
yeah.
of the map, and Bleed. They're just trapped, but as you've called it before, Paper, then they still
Wah,
feel a little lost.
kayak
As
dibaca
they
banget,
just don't
anjir.
have any information on their own. They might sense that they are trapped, but they are not feeling confident pushing in, as they're not quite sure. They just wish that there would be a
Nih,
peak.
yang
Normally,
gini deh guys,
normally
gini kalau main di
overheat. Why is that not happening?
harus di-cut,
That's the thought
Cok.
behind Bleed's head. And now a jump peek and a double.
Nice.
And Sparrow still stabilizes
Jump,
for the
jump.
second. Doesn't
Nice.
want to waste time on the reload. And now the
Nice.
cutoff on the backup
Lari
as
kecil,
well
lari
from the
kecil, lari kecil, lari kecil, lari kecil, harusnya.
RRQ perfectly pressuring the weak points of Bleed.
Pahlawan
He's still
3,
got
rasa ketahuan nih.
KJ util.
Oh,
He's
no.
gonna have the info, hearing all these footsteps outside of the door, but gonna play it safe.
Okay.
Wait
Oke,
for the
please
rest
step
of
ya.
the team to get there.
Oke,
The right
Pahlawan
move
3
for
soalnya.
sure. Flips, being aware
Ada
of
bom.
any lurks, but there are none to be had. All 3 members of Bleed right there.
Wow, mati dong.
And the spam comes through the wall as well. I love the delayed paint shells. Make sure that they have to eat the damage at the very least, but the spam helps pick up the kill. And now just down to 2 members. I mean, a 4v3
Dapat satu GG nih.
Bleed. They had a shot,
Aduh,
but now
kena satu.
just Darion and Retla, neither at full health. The Outlaw creeping up against him as
GG.
well. Jemkin will get 1, and Retla gets 2. Can he get a 3rd? He gets
Whoa.
it! This spot and Bleed. Can the mirror clap? But
GG.
again, no, it will be a straight.
GG.
That shuts it down. An
Dibantai, Cok.
absolute masterclass of a 13-2 scoreline for RRQ.
Blink and you miss it.
Anjir, bener-bener banget
RRQ
anjir.
looking to make a statement here in stage
Oh,
1.
kayak
Certainly
minim
have to
taktik
feel
gitu
like
anjir.
They have a lot to prove. They should have been maybe one of the teams in Madrid. They just came up short against some of the best.
Boku no Kokoro ya,
world
Mbak, bentar.
Teams that went 2nd and 3rd at Madrid were the teams that bested them. And
Nah,
this,
itu.
to me, is a statement game for RRQ.
I mean, also
Kayak gini bro.
shoring up their weakness as well.
Oh, yang next, Cok.
That has been criticized.
Oh, dah.
Well, let's hear from the desk what they thought about this RRQ performance before he returned for map 2.
Well, we think RRQ is
Cool.
looking
RRQ. Apa sih dapat gininya? Gila, oddsnya gede banget. Apa tadi Ben? Boku no Kokoro ya baitsanya. Boku no Kokoro. Boku no Kokoro. Boku no Kokoro. Aduh, kok namanya banyak. Ada manganya. Login belum. Stres. Nih. Aku pertama pengen nonton tapi terlalu gini cowok animenya. Ini aku pernah baca kayak nih. Terlalu gini cowok. Astaga. Terlalu aneh. Terlalu nggak masuk akal. Login belum cowok. Astagfirullah. US dah. Gila, ini RRQ nggak pernah juara ya. Habis ini lawan T1 dia cok. Wah seru nih. Kapan nih? 16 kapan deh guys? Oh lagi dikit. Lagi. Los STRIX cok RRQ. LCK kick off. Wow, overview. Bagus. Oh nih 6 cok sama ini 2GE nggak mainnya. Tapi ya gimana, bagus banget cok nih. Dah oke. IGL nya pasti Xpero IGL cok. Tweets VALORANT. Masuk akal cok. Apalagi masuk akal. Masuk Manu nggak akal cok. Manu tak akal.
to just write down at every twist and turn. This was just brutality here at the hands of RRQ. Jemkin having a whale of a time, just ends up doubling his death to kills, 14-7 for him.
Apa kacau animenya?
The one that
Masa
surprised me
nyuka
the most was Sparrow. This is a guy who's an
Tapi ya
amazing
gimana ya?
player.
Imajinasi orang-orang Jepang tuh liar banget anjir kalau buat anime anjir. Terlalu liar. Please guys, anime bagus banyak kelar bulan ini. Ya kan karena ini apa ya? Spring ya. Biasanya anime bagus-bagus tuh spring anjir. Karena masa-masa mau liburan musim panas, biasanya bagus-bagus animenya.
But there's something lacking from Bleed's side. Clearly,
biasanya
maybe you're on to
spring sama summer biasanya sama anime bagus.
Just readjusting to his IGL.
Rimuru. Aku nunggu batsnya sih, nunggu seasonnya udah kelar. Soalnya itu adventure cowok, mager banget kalau nonton persegi hari pergininya. Per episode. Windbreaker aku belum lihat sih. Gue kira Windbreaker yang ini bakal keluar aja. Windbreaker yang manga Korea, manhwa Korea kan enggak. Itu bagus loh. Tapi How to Fight juga bagus guys. Kalau kalian tahu How to Fight itu bagus juga. Manhwanya aku juga udah baca. Manhwa How to Fight animenya bagus. Banyak cok. Baru sekarang banyak banget cok manhwa menjadi anime anjir. Kayak solo leveling sama yang lain. Nunu buat akun yang baru lagi nggak Nunu? Apa akun biasa Nunu? Ada nggak sih Nunu? Kok nggak ada akun kecil cok? Kayak punya akun kecil lah.
Whatsoever. I mean, it's a couple nice moments here and there, but unfortunately that's it. I mean, you know, that final play there from Rutland trying to save the game somehow after to keep them in it. That's nice. That's a solid play. That's a highlight. But it's one of so few. And the team play,
silver.
The rifling just wasn't stability at all for the side of Bleed. Now we get ready to go in the icebox, which
terlalu jauh banget aku ini cok. Rank Ascendant tapi mainnya silver anjing.
Relatively confident and were able to get a win the last time they played it versus Team Secret just a week ago. Given what we saw, you know, I was talking about with Team Secret in the previous series, I should say, how devastating that Lotus was for them. And I was like, okay, well, it's on fast to lead the charge, to be that veteran presence to rally the team together. I don't see how that's possible after what we just witnessed from Bleed.
I mean, crazier things have happened, but you're right. If it's going to keep continuing on this trend right now, you boys have said it many, many times, especially Achilleos, Paper Thin, William too. I mean, full well supporting RRQ and that they could have made it to champions last year.
Champion last year.
You know, the performance was there, but it was hard for
jauh-jauh tapi di SQ ku di bawahnya silver TT. Lihat. Ngomong. Kita lihat nanti tuh. Kita lihat nanti tuh. Nah sih.
That was Bleed's map pick. So statistically or logically, you would be thinking RRQ takes this one. If anything, though, I do want to say, it's just like for Bleed, obviously we want to see better IGLing, I think, overall. But also for Zest on this Gecko, are they going to swap things around? Maybe go back to a bit of like a Sova, or if he is sticking on the Gecko, we need to see some improvements.
Yeah, we need to see improvement on an individual level on that Gecko, but I don't necessarily think that shifting him off of, well, maybe if you're going to have somebody else play the Gecko, I think that's fine. Shifting that out of the comp, I think would be detrimental just because it has been such a prevalent pick.
Aku nggak main sama dia, cuma aman ada alasan. Astagfirullah. Apa ya alasannya ya? Ya amuin ya, apa kisah ini? Katanya mau main Hogwarts. Tapi minggu lalu dia bilang, aku diajak main Valorant, tapi aku males, cok.
Okay, now the question we have for the guessing game. Will be interesting to discuss because the question is which
team will get the first flowers in
map 2.
So quick.
RRQ, cok.
It's like I got it.
Look, I'm just being as decisive as RRQ was on Lotus. Frankly, when you go
login make abis nih cok, masih ada map 2.
roasted Ye with a sign.
Gawi dulu
That
guys.
is
Masih ada
not
12. Siapa tahu aku di lir
Right
RRQ
now,
guys. Ya nggak sih?
things look
Yeah.
very disjointed.
Ya sih gue nggak sih?
And they only have to get a couple rounds. This needs to be
Couple
a
rounds.
miraculous turnaround.
A
monster
miraculous.
blow up. We have seen teams get bodied on their map to take before and then be able to come back and win a series. But that's like Fnatic versus DRX when they drop Bind. Lead are not Fnatic of last year.
Okay. All right. I've heard your case for RRQ. How about you, Quack? I'm
Dilirik
actually- I'm
T1.
gonna determine my votes based on your arguments today.
How does that?
Di Bleed juga gak apa-apa guys. Yang penting
Absolutely.
masuk e-sport nggak sih guys?
I completely agree. We've seen Bleed's Icebox a few
Logo
times.
Honda.
Never.
Parah banget
never
cok.
been good. It's like they win maybe
Tapi
a
RRQ
few
bagus
rounds
anjir,
and then they
sumpah.
try to recover, but
Ya RRQ
it's
lagi
only like a few
T1.
players making that happen, and
Soalnya ada
everything else just
faker di
doesn't
sana
kind of
anjir.
gel together.
Serangannya sama kalah
If
sama
any
Foot
team's
Bleed.
gonna get a flawless
Oh, yeah.
based off what we just saw on Lotus, it's gonna be RQ. They've got the teamwork going.
Okay.
19% anjing.
I just
Udah lah.
I almost want to choose
Udah lah.
Bleed
Ben, stop lah bahas-bahas
because,
itu cok. Gunjar Genjer cok.
for Singapore, but no, sorry.
Gunjar Genjer.
You guys have got me sold on this, but it's Valorant.
I think you
And
got
things happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. I would
The
love to
first
be wrong.
loss
Yeah.
in
I don't care about this.
Jilat
I
sama
would love to
jilat
be
cok.
proven
Emang
wrong.
bagus cok. Di
I
T1 tuh emang
want
bagus
them to
guys.
be a team that
Aku
is
suka
balanced. I
jersey-nya.
don't want them to
Dari
be
lama hati
100%.
jersey-nya tuh bagus
Yeah.
banget
They
cok.
came in with so much hype. They hired
Jersey-nya,
some of the biggest
terus
talent that is out
talentnya
there.
juga
I want
bagus.
this team to find success.
Apalagi ada
Okay,
faker.
you convinced me to pick Bleed.
flop
Final
over.
vote. Bleed. Oh God. do I
Apalagi
even-
ada
Don't let me
faker.
down, Bleed.
It is.
Come
the
on.
Tau nggak,
question
faker
is,
itu
if you get a
idola
first
Lemon, guys.
flawless,
Gila.
So
I mean,
if-
it could be a
Oh,
Idolnya
the
Lemon,
first
Cak.
flawless. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, not how many
So-
flawlesses.
This
Alright,
is still a
Bleed.
low.
Idol.
But unless they're gonna come out
Tapi
with
idol
some
semua orang
big
ya itu guys,
shots,
faker.
then it feels like
Udah lah turu ini aku tepo di RS jadi infus. Kenapa cok nih? Nama nih?
Come on.
Apa ada Adel? Lihat.
What does that
Adel.
sign say? Blurry eyes.
Yeah.
Here an icebox.
Ini kenapa guys? Kebanyakan nyimeng kah?
Drops.
Apa Ben? Kenapa opor kah?
Alright, we are gonna find out what the
Nama, Ben?
picks are for icebox.
Nah ingat hapus gini dulu Ben. Hapus PPWA dulu Ben. Nah
Bleed. They
biar dikira
have
banyak masalah.
kill battle.
Oh ngapain kau Ben?
Really
ngapain
true,
ya, Cak?
I mean, gotta agree. You don't want to see Bleed be a punching bag. We want
Oh.
great teams in Pacific, but yeah, same
Okay.
for now.
The Viper
Oh,
was
mirror,
very
Oh, nggak deh.
good.
Not Harbor anymore.
Yes.
Oh Bakeo.
Was
Wow,
completely
interesting.
overlooked for sure. Scary.
Tapi gue lebih suka sofa daripada
Way more
bawa
comfortable
KO di sini.
with the Viper. I think that this could have
Lebih suka
immense
bawa
amount of
sofa
impact
sama
on them.
ini.
But how does the rest
Geko.
of the team look? Things were
Geko,
disjointed.
Geko,
Fred left
Geko,
didn't
Geko,
look
Geko.
that comfortable when he was playing the Killjoy, which was surprising given his history on Sentinel. And then Zest, how does he look?
Harus buat sorry tangan di infus kah? Ya ya.
That's why.
Biar ditanya, kenapa tuh Ben? Nah, biar orang pada nanya cok.
Was it necessarily the Harbor Viper might be more comfortable for?
Kalau bisa tuh isi
But
grass-grassnya
we do
gitu
need to see the rest of the
dikit.
team step up.
Ben biar dikira lagi depresi.
Red Love, like you were
Nah,
mentioning, but also Ye,
Yes, yeah.
you know, always the big player, always El Diablo. Where's the Resurrection Stone?
El
The Soul Stone
Diablo.
of War, whatever it is.
Tapi
Because
Bleed
he has
Zetnya
been
juga
the
oke sih
one to
guys.
start
Ada
things
lah.
off.
Kayak
He
nih
has
mapnya
been
bakal
the
sengit tapi
opening
RRQ
picks
menang
for
guys.
the team, but it's not good enough to keep
Yang penting dia udah
up
tahu,
that finish.
yang lain bodo amat.
I think that they have the pieces
Terus lu diapain kalau dia udah tahu? Didiamin kah Ben?
You have that in spades.
Apa bodo amat?
Last
Apa
chance
dikasih
for
sesuatu?
Bleed to bring it to a map.
Masa nggak dikasih sesuatu cok? Lu udah dikasih dia sesuatu, masa dia nggak ada feedbacknya sih? Kalau nggak ada feedbacknya sih TT sih.
Well,
Atau nggak butuh
the real
obat?
deal here is that we don't have to
Obat
play
tahunnya
against
aku juga
Bleed,
obat
right?
Panadol
Because
nih.
we get to cast the
Harus
game.
harus
So
ke
we'll tell
posting
you
juga
when
kah?
as well as
Wow.
and you will take the
Nah.
rank up or the D rank.
Nggak usah, nggak usah.
Answer here, and I want it to be Bleed just so Quack and Achilles are wrong.
You know what? That's
Apa dituin cepat mati?
That's all right. We're out cheering for the
Parah
Bleed
banget, tai.
flawless, and I think you know a lot of fans around the world right now.
Parah banget cok,
You
dituin
just
mati
wanna see
anjir.
these players fire back a bit more. You know, cohesion, time, all of that. Sure, you're gonna need more time for chemistry. That's all fair. But this is quite a star-studded roster.
Apa nih?
And to see them
Oh,
just
defender
not
dulu ya?
able to flex
Jing
a
Panadol.
single muscle in that first map,
Namanya?
has to be devastating for a lot of
T
the fans.
apa
They
Ben?
bounce back. Now,
Ini kenapa cok?
on this icebox, it
Baru
wasn't
ada
a
TT
clean victory
anjing.
last week against Team Secret. It was definitely a
No.
bit of a struggle
Yes.
until that overtime.
No, I mean, yeah, it took Jemkin heroics to really get them over the line in that one. I mean, this is the side of the map that Bleed did do some damage to Talon on. I'm just concerned about when they switch over to that defender side. Maybe having that Viper in there, it's going to give them a little bit more comfort. It gives you a lot more map control than the Harbor does, especially on that defender side. And those top 6 screens are so valuable.
Belum ada info lagi nih. Ini Vidd mau kemana?
I mean, you could try it with the Harbor, but it just didn't seem like it was there just yet. Bleed is taking their sweet time trying to sell a bit of a fake. And a few members biting for RRQ.
It's working out, right?
Naik ini wall, dah ketahuan. Ada C juga nih Estrella. Ban ngedili. Nah.
All alone as the lone Viper.
But look at this
team work already from Xfero. You've already got the plant covered. He will be spotted by the turret if he goes any further. For the time being, Spike plant still hasn't happened. More dancing on top of the bridge, but that's a double kill for Bleed. Scary and Ye1 eats.
Nice.
Answer back from Jemkin and Xfero. Now a 3v2.
Kena nih flashnya.
You still don't have
ada waktu, ada key.
sent out. Flips, he knows that they set the pay for time, but dropping the screen to make sure they can cover for
Jemkin is time kah?
Bleed. Looking strong in the pistol, only 25 HP and a dream for Jemkin.
David gak sehat, wasiat aja nge-post honorable ban kalau di influence masa nggak di-post. Makan tentang tapi nggak pernah mandi cowok suhu badan tuh.
Bleed kicking off with a lead for the first time here in this match.
Yeah, just doing a good job, just selling some fake info long enough that they're able to get to the site and kind of get their feet planted.
Ini kalau mau dapat tapi menang anjir.
Your big players, Scary and Ye, to open things up. That's what you need. That's what's going to get the engine churning here for Bleed. And even a little bit of a rise there from Zest. Starting to feel like, okay, maybe we can do this. This is how it started.
Kenapa lo Ben? Kayak banyak masalahnya Ben ini, Cok. Masih banyak di luar sana yang banyak masalah Ben. Kali.
They find some value. All classics for the side of RRQ. Jemkin going for it. He gets the spot. That's no way.
That's a rough one with the classic. But what I love is that Bleed puts up that turret, right? They're aware of that potential push out.
Well, congrats Ben, I'm proud of you. Apa tuh?
So now 5 classics on the side of RRQ. Yeah, you have the read that it's an A push, but you don't have the weaponry to combat it. So now regrouping towards mid. RRQ just looking for a bit of a curveball that they can throw. The real deal here is on the map, you can see Scary holding on to Garage for B main. They've always had a rotate in the back of their minds. Continue to put on the pressure.
Balik
ya, putting out any more neutral on the side of A. No, it's just going to
be dihapus emang ya?
From long range with the Bulldog.
Udah kau screenshot anu apa dulu?
Recognizing that the A site was going to be the more difficult of 2 options for sure, especially with that longer range utility in your hands. Some of those right clicks around those corners, around 410 and around Nest, going to be difficult. A little bit of damage to EA on the turret. Xfero maybe looking for a 1 and done, but contact there.
I love this from Zest as well, right? Taps a spike on his own first to see if there's a peek out, backs out and sends one.
Mana Zak kirim di ngobrol kah? Wow. Gak ada MBS aja.
Definitely looking a lot more comfortable
di ngobrol, so.
With that Gecko, give him a week.
Ngobrol apa sih? Kan dia tadi post IG juga, ngapain?
Going for a deep lurk through tube as well. Really wants to make sure they snowball their ult economy forward. Flips is watching for it though. He'll get 1 kill. Retla recognizing he's been spotted. He snaps on
lagi tajam nih.
Comfy on the stage here for Bleed Esports.
Last player standing.
Bleed. There it is. There's the flawless.
Oh, there's the flawless.
Congrats, Victoria.
T-Rig for quacking a kill.
Flawless.
Yes. Everybody celebrate. I'm sorry, my friends. We are friends, just in case any of the viewers are wondering.
Yeah.
Nggak ada cok BBQ nyesel nggak ya itu sadema apa anjing? Emang isinya apa anjing?
Oh man.
Well, it was like kind of not in your mind because it is the.
Emang isinya apa anu? Curiga aku cok.
Still very good. Vic just came in to celebrate.
Yeah, Vic's dancing out here, ranking up on the guessing game board. But of course, Bleed, they're going to need a lot more than that. I mean, you can get, the pistol and the anti-eco, but it's a long haul all the way forward if you want to get to that third map of Breeze.
Bisa kira apa sih? Oh.
A little bit
bisa kan aku stream 2 kali ya harusnya.
RRQ just kind of checking some of those angles, seeing if there's a walkabout. And Retla there, going to get spotted by the turret though, so contact made. Nobody other than the Gecko.
Deko kan bisa lihat ya. Apa? Katanya dihapus cok.
Onto the A site. Instead, just waiting this out are Jemkin and Elmimore. Flips now making his way back over.
Kayaknya ada hapus anjing.
If RRQ can hang on in their gun round.
They've got the nano swarms to buy time as well. You've got Jemkin up on top of the screens. This
Okay,
is going to be a
ketahuan
drone
satu.
that finds a lot of information. They're aware of it. Jemkin sees the
Boh, Jemcon.
so he gets the advantage over Ye. They dodge all the
Boh, gila,
flashes
gila,
from the
gila,
site.
gila,
Now
gila,
the
gila.
spike has been dropped to Zest.
Gak kena
Trying to
anjing,
go for
ente
the
banget.
tap. He gets picked off
Oh.
from long range. Elmi Moore with another
Oh,
kill.
masih ada
Scary answers back.
scary, Cok.
Still a 2v4 spike down inside the site. And Elmi Moore creeps forward off the toxic screen, and he's ready for the quick
Nice
tap.
timing,
4
Cok.
kills for Elmi Moore.
Nice timing.
That reminds me
RRQ
right there so much
juara.
where they just wait. They'd wait for all that util. Then after it's expended, it's like they just snap their fingers and they are going to hammer you down. Now it helps that Jemkin hits a
Boh,
banger
palanya
shot there
doang
on
tuh.
the Ye. That
Kondenya doang anjing.
Yeah, that absolutely opens up some space.
Hup,
Still,
hup,
this-
bus. Enak banget dengarnya tuh.
That
Teping,
toxic
teping.
screen. And the
Suara headset tuh paling enak banget beneran anjing.
RRQ
Teping,
away,
teping.
and
Wah,
already,
langsung dah.
a very, very
Apa nih?
early timeout. I
Udah
mean,
timeout aja anjing.
This is a little surprising.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, sure, you had a rough first map, but it has to be something that he's hearing in the comms, something breaking off, because what we've seen, yes, RQ played this very well. Yes, you might have been caught off guard a little bit. Ye gets taken out early. But all in all, you know, it's an upgraded bonus for you. It was a little bit rough. You now read a little bit of what's going on. And perhaps that's a part of it. Perhaps Lugia feeling that the players in the server not able to catch on to the patterns quick enough. He wants to kind of mitigate the bleeding, so to speak, no pun intended, early on in this map.
Nah, embrace the puns. Embrace the bad puns, Will.
It was all intended.
Yeah, no,
Bleed
I
is
mean-
bleeding.
I really just think it's, in my mind, if I'm the coach here, I saw what happened in the previous game, right? Yeah, I watched that ice box, and I want to get ahead of these util dumps not being effective, not being, you know, able to really
Jadi
catch
pengen
any
main Valo,
targets
Cok.
where they need to.
Ya cepet-cepet lah, cepet-cepet ada tim menang, Cok, biar bisa main
A
Valo.
little bit more. Try to bait out some of the utility of RRQ. Try to bait out some of their players. See if you can isolate some of them. See if you can do a little bit more damage. A little bit of a pacier hit. Potentially, nope, they're just going to look for those picks. That's fine. This is a decent start. Spread the map, work the map. Something that Zeta was not really able ever to accomplish.
Yeah, they were all kind of tunnel visioned on one side.
Gas login aja. Sabar. Ini ada RRQ coy. RRQ juara. Nih belajar juga, belajar coy. Ini aku lagi belajar juga nih cara mainnya gimana.
Not gonna have to expend too much. However, mid droned out from RRQ. Now we're gonna hear it on the side of Scary.
Menit ke sini ngapain? Mereka kesini ngapain?
Goes up.
Belajar coy, belajar Valorant biar jago, biar dapet. Itu dia.
Over to B. Now Nanoswarm's not popped just yet. This alarm bot not destroyed yet. One way comes up
One way.
and Bleed. They're gonna dash in and
Buh!
get caught in all this.
Termaksa,
util
anjir.
took so much damage on the way in. There is a
mati dong,
train.
SP.
The Killjoy now
Buh,
taken down.
ini
It's
parah tuh.
Scary already holding the angle under the one way. Wingman being sent rather.
Nice,
for that
wingnya
spike
pecah.
plant. Gets taken down.
Udah, enough Jemkin, kalah angle.
Outside of the B plant zone,
Nah.
Retla in a tied 1v1. Jemkin eliminates him.
Nice.
Now a stabilizer.
Tahun 3 sini.
Recon.
Ya,
Spends a
shock
little
dart.
extra time. 20 seconds. Shock dart out to delay the plant even further. All three
Turun
members
lah,
of
tahan
RRQ
turun
have
harusnya.
arrived on the scene.
Bah.
Quick kill for Elmi Moore. Scary answers back. You have to stick the plant. Elmi Moore takes out Scary, and he's
Baksa,
gonna get
ente.
the triple. 2-2
Aku juga udah nonton kok. Aku belum imo bang. Lu baru nonton berapa kali cok, gak bisa. Tapi kalau aku push, gila, aku udah SN ya. Kalau aku nge-push serius tuh, kayaknya sebulan kayaknya udah imo sih. Ini lagi males nih nge-push cok. Lagi gara-gara kemarin kali 5 kali tuh males ya deh cok, anjing. Harusnya ada asenan 2 anjing masa. Babi.
What can you say about RRQ today? It seems like they're just so well
Mungkin kalau udah tamat kayaknya guys.
for all the situations
Mulai
that they
serius
can
aku
run
main.
into on this map and
Mati. Kayak,
Bleed, I think that's
tergantung sih.
some good things in
Gak ada
this
ambisi
round,
kah?
they just got
Kagak
enough.
cok. Gak ada ambisi cok, sibuk banyak cok anjing. Skripsi belum jadi anjing. Kalau skripsi gue udah jadi baru ya. Nah programnya ya jadi guys. Proposalnya ya bisa ya dikit-dikit tuh. Nggak kena. Tahu OP sih harusnya balikin. Nah balik.
As we're gonna start to see the rotates coming out from RRQ shortly. Operator on the
Oh ya, dikit-dikit ya kok 2K sub guys. Waduh. Dikit lagi guys, dikit lagi 3K. Teman-temanku ada hampir 3K guys. Keren.
Wanting to make sure that they can take as much space as possible to set up for the post plant. But with all Sheriffs, what's the most ideal scenario here? Shock darts coming out, and so is Hunter's Fury. They want to deny the plant to make sure that they can go for a flood retake. The 0.9 any more shots out of that ultimate. But now RRQ has all arrived, and they've got the weaponry.
Aduh,
He will hold the
dikecrot
weapon for the
aja.
time being. Darion already down. Now Nano Swarm's activated. Wingman trying to buy time to clear out the site just a bit further here for RRQ. Estrella gets another shot on that double peek. 3 members led for bleed, all pushed out away from the site. Retla gets one on the push out. There's the mosh, but it's just outside, it seems, as Jemkin will be able to stick the defuse.
Well, a few consolation kills at the end of the round, but it is going to be a
Ikut
cleanup
Iko
for
sih.
Xvero 2.
Itu di modusnya akunku semua emang ya.
Like, I feel like I'm watching the same game.
Tambahin lagi nggak sih Nu? 300 lagi Nu. Nah, ya sih Nu.
I mean, it's the exact same kind of strategies.
Tambahin lagi Nu, 300 lagi Nu.
You set up for these retakes. You dodge all the early utility. The Thrash completely wasted. Not, you know, it's not like it's not a good idea. It's not like you don't want to use that to clear the space and do those kind of things. But RRQ is a step ahead of you. They know that this utility is coming. They expect it, and therefore they're just playing outside of A. They're over in mid by Boiler, just chilling, just waiting, and there's no pressure on them. They can just wait you out and then just flood retake. So what are you gonna do?
We're gonna do.
On this map with these comps, that the strength is the double flash, the strength is the util dump. You just wait for it. That post plant gets a little tricky.
Belum ada Octung baru jadi gak bisa nge-clone nicknya. Jeng.
Maybe give themselves a little bit more breathing room with a lurk or at least some extra pressure. And RRQ, their thought process is let's just clear it. Hit the site once again. Sure, there's a pit in Scary side, but we have Thrash on the side of Flips. And RRQ, they clear out mid, no lurk remaining for the time. So now all eyes set onto the A site once again. Our screen goes up. See the util done once again. Had so much used.
Ada apa sih RRQ?
See the dizzy. There's a 0 point, and now a pit goes up. The Thrash, what's the timing on it? It's going to be used before the spike.
So you little homies.
On the outside. This is going to be crucial.
Wah,
for RRQ
kena.
to be able to try to clear that out. Scary will get 1 kill onto Umimore. Now Thrash already expended. Scary holding on close inside the pit and back.
Waduh,
Starts back
salah
out.
sini.
Getting 1
Oh, nggak
kill.
nih.
He gets traded out immediately. But
Dapat satu lagi menang sini.
still stays on
Kalau dapat tuh menang aja, game changing, Cok.
He is all over the spike as RRQ cannot find an approach.
Siapa PK? Ya, siapa P.
Stabilizing and
Siapa P sama
resetting the
nih?
round score as Estrella just waits to see
RRQ. Awewo, nice. Di Jawa. Buh. Nah, dapat 2 oke dah, dapat 2 oke. Nah, ya sama.
This is pretty well drawn up.
2 RN Mag. Kin udah di gini nggak Kin? Udah di Bekasi lagi nggak sih Kin? Apa masih di Garut? Wow, Garut.
Awewo. He stands up on top of the box and places it from there, so the Thrash can't get up to him or at least make it easy to see him. Elmimore's trying to follow that Thrash in to see if he can catch anybody.
Ya ini emang pangeran Thailandnya jago banget tai. Pangeran Thailand. Sumpah. Kalau pangeran Thailand di RRQ tuh anjing juara anjing sumpah. Juara. Cih, udah jago banget Nana tai. Scary. Udah di Jakarta Om, baru keren. Garut gagal urut. Garut. Adam Jawa, saya down.
That's an op, man. He's going deep. He's spotted by the turret. He'll just shoot it. Just lets him know.
Tahu dong OP-nya di mana?
Then it's a reset for RRQ.
Stack B-nya nggak sih? Nah, gitu dong. 3.
Of RRQ blades out.
Gila banget Cok OP-nya anjing. Oh. You are powerless. Ketahuan tuh satu di side. Ajis. Waduh buru banget nih. Waduh. One hit lagi tuh. Wow. Ada recon. Dia di stream mengucap Jawa berkali-kali sip. Nggak ada aja. Wah. Jawa adalah kuncinya. Menang nih RRQ. Nah, diffuse, kocak.
Tap hasn't
Nah,
happened yet, but Scary
ada
knows
kedengaran
that there's
step-nya.
more than one
Wow,
4K.
El Memor nih guys,
Elmore
senggol
is
dong.
on one right now. He is just running these rounds
Nah,
over.
RRQ mana guys?
Just spectacular play.
RRQ,
Spectacular
juara.
awareness,
Jawa is the
spectacular
key.
timing. Having
Jawa
that
is the
Viper
key,
hit
Cok.
to counter this play.
Jawa
I
is the
love
key.
what Bleed
Tanpa
does.
Jawa,
It's good. It's a good
Jawa
push.
adalah penduduknya
Pushing
banyak
for
guys,
space,
terbanyak
trying to
Cok.
get ahead of things. Just Elmore is having none of it.
In Jawa,
He's so clean.
lebih banyak daripada Singapura Cok. Jawa guys, best Jawa.
Filthy there.
El Memon, El Memon
I mean,
Cok.
he seems dialed in,
David
but quite
Expero.
frankly, you can't really blame
El
Bleed too
Memor,
much. How
gila.
many
El
players
Memor
choose
Cok.
to drop
Nah,
out
how
of
to
that
carrier
set
dog
on
Cok,
your
lihat tuh.
hold on to the site?
Pan
On the
13
drop
anjing.
against two
How to
members of
carrier
the
dog
team,
anjing nih El
broken through the
Memor.
site.
Bahasa programan
One of those
Java aja
moves
bukan
where
Jawa,
just
kocak.
one
Cok.
second
Iya, aku
too
lagi
early
belajar
or too
gini
late,
kin,
and it
HTML
looks like a
Canvas Cok.
silly one.
Look where Flip's got.
Nah,
Really unaccountable.
ya cepet jadi aja nih anjing. Fullgamku babi.
Lah!
Okay, the late scope in, but both of them whiffing their
Di
first
scope-nya
shots.
salah.
Jets
Gak kemana-mana tapi ada di mana-mana.
don't wanna deal with
Kelas,
each
memang
other,
Jawa
both of them
Cok.
giving the respect
Ada di
on
mana-mana.
a repeat, either of
Di
them
Bali pun
win.
banyak ada Jawa
So
guys.
crucial for Bleed, their economy on a precipice, being turned into
Jawa.
another
Baksonya enak,
eco.
Cok.
You
Jawa,
built a
Cok.
lockdown
Bakso
available
Malang.
on Hunter's Fury to counter and a lockdown as
Halo,
well.
punya dilepas
For
Cok.
RRQ,
Ente
so
banget
plenty
anjir.
tools.
Oh,
Yeah, the lurk spotted from both sides, but Xfero, quite frankly, just wanting to know if there's a lurk at all, so he'll be happy with that
Ada
information.
Sokta.
Meanwhile, Spike still not
Habis dua
planted
Sokta.
on the A site.
Di sekitar kau ada orang Down syndrome nggak tim? Ada.
Clears out screen side with wingman, and he starts to creep up, destroys the opponent's wingman as well. Spike still
Mati dong
stranded
nih.
inside the site, and
Lah!
he realizes where it came from. He'll go for the clear. Elmimore trying for a trade, gets one.
Ente
Now
banget,
lockdown,
Cok.
Spike
Flip jeder.
still stranded. Mind you, so Bleed,
30
they
detik.
have to have an answer. If they're gonna
Oh,
back
diadu.
out, they're gonna start to run out.
Halo Senso, welcome to stream. Ada di mana-mana Cok.
Hunter's Fury wants to make
Kayaknya
sure that
emang.
they
Itu
can
gara-gara
stay
apa sih guys?
inside.
Down syndrome guys
The
aku tahu.
lockdown will be destroyed.
Hancurin.
I thought for a second there he might have missed
Apa?
it. Oh, Jemkin
Oke.
as well with the operator.
3 lawan 4 masih maksa kah?
Yeah, this is one heck of a reset
masih
on
maksa
this
nih.
round, as now you have to creep in towards that
Oke,
off.
kayaknya habis ini sip
And
nih.
yeah, he did spot him on that swing
Oh, enggak,
around
Ding.
the corner, but
Mau
not
nge-sip
able to
tapi
land the
ya, Dik.
headshot.
10 seconds left.
Scary will do his best, but as you mentioned,
Wah.
a crucial round that they need to win, and time is running
Time.
out. RRQ just has to stay alive to get their 5th
Lah.
round win in the first half.
Yeah, this is
Be.
again, having that extra
Kopinya
ult
diambil nggak sih?
in
Nggak
the
deh.
bag is kind of what tilts this towards RRQ's way.
RRQ.
They have
RRQ.
to counter that lockdown. That is one of the important
RRQ.
factors to consider in the agent compositions. You know, you don't have an ult command,
Be.
shut down blade storms, things like that.
Be.
Your executes a little bit easier, but doesn't matter when you're playing
Very good,
as
very
smart
good,
as
very good.
RRQ is playing back. Getting Jemkin into position where he can do some
Jemkin.
serious damage with that
Jemkin.
op as well, buying him some time, buying him some space. All of those things working out in RRQ's favor. And now Jemkin being aggressive with this op.
Now, once again, it's just a fast push out, trying to hide away
No.
from that
What is
turret.
he
The
doing?
flash lands long enough. He thinks he might not push on it. We've seen some players eating flashes and having the confidence. This time it
Maksa
doesn't
banget.
pay off. Jemkin
Be.
but
Tajam banget.
Elmimore's truly the superstar of this map as he goes for another opening kill.
He's going to snag that operator and juggle it back. Just off one kill. Oh no.
Aduh.
Finds one. He is a bit stranded on his own, so Dizzy will have to be spent out. Retla wanted a timing, but
Kurang
Dizzy
sa-
lasting just a bit longer. Estrella catches sight of one,
aduh,
catches
aduh.
sight of two.
SLR,
Realizes
SLR,
he's
SLR.
trapped. Back up, not in time just yet, but Poison Cloud is
Oh,
how
nice.
does he reset for that?
3 lawan
Moving
5.
to the
3 lawan 4.
side, resets for the headshot, and now you know Bleed stranded on B main.
Just two sheriffs and one vandal available.
Down syndrome itu sebenarnya kelebihan
For Zest.
kelebihan kelemahan. Oh.
Getting those into his
Iya ya, kenapa tuh?
Now you're looking at a
Apa gara-gara inches kah?
crossfire.
Apa gara-gara apa
On the
guys?
screen coming up, it's just going to be a snake bite and a bit of a spray to gain some information.
Masih ada Aziz buat ngeplan sih.
RQ not taking any chances.
Ada Aziz,
They're
Muk.
still clearing out any
Ajis,
of that
Ajis,
lurk.
Ajis.
And Bleed will start to creep in
Wah, ini
close
wallnya
to the
bagus
game,
banget nih.
trying to hold these close angles right
Wah,
under,
dapet.
be a curveball, a wild card, a joker that RQ does not expect.
Gitu wingman.
That wingman spots him. It's bouncing back.
Oke,
It doesn't
maju,
quite,
maju,
but
maju, maju,
Elmimore
maju.
will catch him at long range with the operator, and here's
Be, nice flank. Dari kali flanknya nggak ada gini guys, nggak ada jawaban buat si Blade-nya aja.
Will set the defuse
Dari map
first.
pertama,
Doesn't quite finish the half, but it
dibantai
doesn't matter
terus.
as they have so much
Nggak.
time to get their
So
sixth
much
round
time.
win.
Just
Tadi timingnya bagus banget
stuff
sih
here from
anjir.
Art.
RRQ
Tremendous
flanknya.
patience from Estrella, playing his life so nicely.
Buh.
Elmimore just again sacrificing him, not sacrificing
Buh.
himself, throwing himself out there to make sure that he can get that op juggled back.
Juara.
Doing all the right things
Nice,
at the right
bro.
time. Flips with that weird kind of deep play. He's trying to get under that nest a couple times.
Gila nih,
Almost
Egg Diablo
gets
masih
a
nol,
lot.
Cok.
Yeah, use the dizzy to
Kan
get
Egg
out.
Diablo masih nol.
So what?
Gila.
Your other players are playing so well. X-Vero, beautiful timing on the lurk. I could see Zest watching for it. I was actually very keen onto Zest, but once that Ye went down, he had to turn his attention, had to throw the thrash
Wah, kena
to try
flash.
to make it go, and Ye's
Boh.
This as well, the push on
Boh, dapat dua udah oke tuh.
from Xfero. RRQ is just
Nah, balik dapat dua.
ahead of Bleed in this best of 3 so far. It looked like
Alah!
a bit, and Zest will do his best
Wah,
to
ada
do
flank
so.
satu.
But Helmimore now all the way up to 18 kills in the first
Ada red
half.
lah, Gecko Tangerang, nama
Kills
Gecko
per
Tangerang,
round
Cok.
for the solo
Kena recon.
RRQ.
Tangerang lah udah nge-gym, Cok. Kenapa ya dia udah nge-gym, guys? Kenapa ya?
Stranded once again. How many times have we seen this in this first half? As Retla, he'll creep forward and he
Bong!
Yeah, that's a
3
triple
aja,
hollow.
kaget tuh aja,
That's
pasti
everywhere.
kaget coret lah. 3 di pick aja.
And RRQ will continue the lead. Bleed looked like they had a good reset.
Apakah tema lagi kah? Anjing cepet banget tema, Cok.
Off against an Elmimore that is fired up, and
Bang.
Xfero that has the read. And RRQ, perhaps this is the type of play, the type of potential.
Dua.
to push like a book. I like
Leg. Sorry.
don't mind the change of play from Bleed.
Sorry.
They're trying to go for
Sorry nih.
quite the
Leg.
pushes underneath too, but they would
Oh.
plan on the top. It's
Yeah,
not
the
quite
jet
the same.
flies up. Yep.
Yeah. Not quite the
Mati
same.
lampu.
Had a
Sorry,
little
guys.
bit of that feel to it. It just is again read
Nggak.
so well and just thwarted at the point of attack.
Yeah,
Kata
honestly,
tadi
like you mentioned,
tiba-tiba
it's a good
putus aja nih.
variation
Anjir.
to try to
Apa sih ini?
pause things,
Sorry guys.
kind of regain a heartbeat here in the first half as we only have
Refresh. Wah, terus Jepang. Sorry.
We're seeing 2 games today with
Dah,
kills
harusnya
on
aman
player,
nih.
but very different tones for sure.
Yeah,
Itu 2 kali, Cok, mati gininya, Dik. Disconnect.
Like,
Apa lah ini internet?
I mean, maybe something like an ace, right?
Nah,
Something
yang
that
tertentu
really
kan,
gets you
nah.
going.
Yay, Guardian Ace.
Coba aku naikin bitrate dah.
I'd love to see it. I'd be so happy.
Yeah, Guardian
Oh,
Guardian
no.
Ace, that sounds
Kita
good
naikin
here
bitrate
for Blade.
ke 5.000 coba.
They've just been taking so
6.000
much
coba,
space,
guys.
and now it
I mean-
keeps getting left unaccounted for.
But this is also RRQ understanding that with the broken bind, they can't play a full spread out default. This is a risk that Jemkin takes, but a very timely one. Yellow being given up relatively free. Estrella just hiding. They think that
Oke, dah suku lagi. Bagus.
But it's
Wah,
going to
menang,
be
Cak.
because
RRQ
the
menang, Cak.
trades are just there. Elmimore and Xfero, the duo continuing to rack up more kills onto the scoreboard.
Oh,
We
hampir.
talked about it, but the ace not going to happen in this round. And it's going to be Xfero this time with a
Wow,
4K.
juara, Cok.
The third one
Aman dah 6K aja. Aman kan 6K?
this half.
Ini 6K nih.
There's a chance to make this
6K
8-4.
aja biar
As
lebih
one-sided
jernih,
as
Cak.
it's felt. You can get this
6K
over to
6K.
an 8-4 and you've corrected some of the wrongs.
Ya, internetku
that you
10
showed
Mbps,
against
100
talent on the
Mbps
defender
berapa ya?
side on this
Biar oke ya.
map. There's still hope here for Bleed. I really do feel that way. And they even won the eco against Talon. If you think back to it, Talon won the
Boo.
first pistol, and then it was the eco
Sure.
win by the follow-up round as well for Bleed. But after
Ah,
that,
apa
they
dia,
did
Cak?
not win a single round in that half. So certainly looking to get this over the line. At least you've got a full purchase. Still have to deal with this operator. Still have to deal with some big.
Setelah sekali di TikTok aku aman. Emang ya?
Lockdown as well in play. It's gonna be tough.
6K aja lah.
It's
Pengen 7K
very,
sih,
very
6K aja lah.
low
Udah
where
oke
the op
kayaknya.
there as well. And meanwhile, you don't have your ultimate
Lah,
line.
pas banget
Another
flashnya.
flash, it spots Jemkin.
Nggak,
They
flashnya
know
bagus
they
banget.
pushed him off of the box. So
Hanya ya sekarang ente gini ya. Dari dia dibuang gitu, Kin dari dia dibuang gitu makin jelek mainnya aja. Gak tau kenapa. Bleed sejauh ini bagus tuh gara-gara scary anjir. Coba scary tuh diambil sama tim besar ya guys. The best anjir, the best smokerin apak. Wah, red lah.
The Hunter's Fury.
Ini naik, Cok. Oh, nice flash.
Inside the tube, now pushing past into Snowman. Yay will try to open up the site. They need to get the spike down. They've battled for so many rounds.
Itu pas pindah ke Sinen. Oh iya, mulai ada sih. Pas nggak diopti, pas chamber di band juga. Aspas canggu, Cok. Aspal deh guys, bukan aspas.
It is too much distance for you to escape, and eventually you will be detained inside your own pit. Flips trying to run in. He spots one. He knows he's just buying time for his teammates to come back in. Xfero gets one. Pit drops. Where is Ye?
Ada waktu.
Tapping the spike. Doesn't quite see him yet. He
Beuh,
expects it.
ente.
But Ye,
8-4,
getting
not
the
bad.
ever so needed 4th round win. It's an 8-4 scoreline.
That took everything in the kitchen sink for Bleed to get that round. I mean, it's a tremendous deep push by Ye, set up nicely by the
Wow,
back.
47 ya, Cok, 47 kill, Cok.
It's still never
Aspal-
really
aspal
felt comfortable.
canggu,
I think
Cok.
Elmi Moore kind of overheated a little
Aspal
bit in that
canggu,
round. He
Cok.
might have
Jangan main-main,
for a
Kin.
long
Aspal
range
canggu.
kill.
Nah,
Still
keluarkan,
ambitious.
Cok. Kin.
Gonna repeat that
Kin
in
Renakin juga jago, guys.
Feeling it, so
Rena Bekasi, jangan main-main.
I'm not
When
gonna
you got a player
complain.
nearly 20 kills right in the first half, you can't
Buy
really
the
blame
Bleed
him, I
bundle.
guess.
Yeah,
Kenapa?
buy the Bleed bundle. Yes, please do.
Buy all the bundles.
Yeah,
all
support-
the Pacific bundles.
Yes, all of them.
The Americans
Ya,
and
punya
the
duit mah.
ones that are
Ampas.
cool, but, you know,
Ampas apa aspal, Cok?
You want to.
I mean, you do you, but
Yeah.
as long as you buy the Pacific
I
bundle.
mean, I'm sure Leviathan got a bump today after Atlas just dropped that
Aspal
47
canggu.
bomb, but
That's true.
even Depp was deciding to bring it out earlier. So
Yeah.
you know,
Gimana rasanya main Valo sekian lama nu rasanya nu?
heck yeah, heck yeah.
Main Valo setelah 6 hari nggak main Valo, Cok. Pasti enak banget rasanya, Cok.
Good spread of casters out here. I'm stepping on both
Saya
sides.
pengen meninggal.
Work to really showcase what these teams and players can do. And you know, everyone used to joke about Pacific. They're still far behind, etc. And I think now, with things getting a bit more competitive and maybe some of these games getting harder to read, a lot of eyes
Langsung
on
bikin
you.
aku akun baru emang ya,
From being
anjing.
the best region in the world.
3
Okay?
times, 4 times.
We are one best of 5 away.
That's true. That's true.
Aku pengen buat akun juga I miss her ya sih, no. Bagus ya namanya I miss her, Cok.
I mean, listen,
I miss her.
DFM has really caught the eyes of all the co-streamers
Oh
around the world.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
You better be
Everybody's a
paying
DFM.
attention.
Everybody's a
I
DFM
miss
fan
her.
now.
Yeah, you want to be there when it happens. When DFM wins champions, you want to be there. You don't want to miss it.
Everybody's now like coming out of the woodwork, be like, I was always a DFM fan. I don't know what you're talking about.
Har lagi nge-gym.
Team up on top of 2, but this time on the pistol
Har
round.
3 kali. Har. Diam dulu. Har 3 kali. Har 3 kali. Har.
Just hoping to outduel Retla. Retla though tucked himself in behind the box. Still
Jam kun nih, guys.
Just on that second shot, bounces right up to the head.
Kasih Har 3 kali mereka. Har.
He said it's been the lurk in mid. He's gonna push out, but look
Ketahuan
at this.
sini.
RRQ recognizing that it might be a
Wah, gimana nih pangeran kita miss, Cok. Ketahuan dong B-nya clear.
If he could have gotten just 1 kill, even backing out, allowing for his teammates to pinch, but no.
Ada recon sih.
It will be the death.
4 lawan
And now a
2.
4v2
Susah sini,
advantage
guys.
for RRQ.
Recon backside kalau nggak tahu maksudnya jaga flank 1.
Oh, the IIs
Nice.
come out.
There it is. There's the Aya.
Oh man.
Oke, 2 jaga flank.
Well, at least
Good trade.
double team here. No, they're gonna split up. Darion just
Oke,
checking
ketahuan
for
satu
mids.
flank.
Zest spots 1. Now they've been spotted. RRQ trying to see if the other one's gone the flank around, and the Dizzy sent out, but it's closer than Zest thinks, and they just cannot get the pinch. The read.
Wow, di sogdak anjing.
Elmi Moore. Just
Elmi
has to now get a
Moore.
kill by somehow bouncing the recon dart with enough velocity. He'll have gotten a kill with almost everything in this game.
Yeah, like can you headbutt somebody with the owl drone to get a kill? Just like
I mean, 24 in 14 rounds. Ridiculous.
24.
By this guy.
he's having just an unbelievable match.
Just so we're clear, Flips also still has 0 kills, but maybe it's just because Elmi Moore's stealing all of them.
Doesn't matter.
It just, I mean, sometimes
Buh.
it doesn't matter. You're right.
Who cares? I guarantee Flips does not care one bit that he has 0
No,
kills.
not at all.
Mati sama sogdak anjing 2 kali anjir.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, maybe one
Yeah,
for
okay.
Flips
Flips after all.
Well, you know, kills or not, RRQ definitely feeling good about this match. So far, the Outlaw back in Xfero's hands. We saw how much damage this thing can do
Wow.
on both maps. He'll just start to creep forward, clear all the angles for his team. Holds that as and the drone clears out all the close little cubbies. And B main is clear.
Gonna be tough. You do have a Marshall for you,
Flash.
but that's on the other side of the map. Damage done to Scary. Has to back out. It's just the decay and shock darts to clear the corners. RRQ looking to set up
RRQ.
post plant, but they're really taking their time here. They're sensing a trap. There wasn't any contact really, other than a little bit from Scary. So you're worried now, and I think RRQ might want to pull back and try a different site. They're gonna go for it.
Wah, flashnya enak banget anjing.
Go back up and then immediately goes down as they start the
Oh,
play.
yay.
Draws out everyone from the woodworks to bleed. And now only Zest remaining with the Bleed Classic. He can work some magic. Things might look a little different. Couple members low, but Xfero's the one with
Dor.
full health. Watching out from
Waduh.
afar. Not quite checking the right angle. Zest will try to swing. It's a triple kill for Xero.
Gila dibantai gini,
That
Cok.
could have been a little bit worse for RRQ.
Gila, GG.
That took a little bit longer than I thought that they would. You know, maybe just feeling confident. I expected them to kind of pull the trigger on that plan a little bit quicker, but again, it felt wrong, so they had to hold up. Still eventually going for it. Yay, good for one with the Marshall, but immediately shut down by Xero, who has been phenomenal with the sniper rifles.
Nice one, boys. Anjir 25, Cok. MMR. Anjing, flip jeder masih 0 anjing.
In that case, a little bit right on the
Flip jeder masih telur anjing.
down for him. Now, a lot of half armors in here for Bleed, so that outlaw could still do some serious damage.
Still clearing out these angles on B. And
Kayak
boy, oh boy, that's a lot
kira-kira
of vision
orang-orang di
by
VCT ada yang kill
Xero.
0 anjir.
He'll
Apa ya?
get spotted, doesn't mind at all.
Tapi ini 0-nya menang, Cok. Tadi 0-nya kalah anjing, kaset banget. Nah, pancing si
They think they've sold this fake quite a bit, and maybe they have after waiting a couple extra seconds as it's been
enak
absolutely
banget, Cok.
silent on the A site. The nano swarms have been cleared out by the shock dart. Jemke gets the first kill far away, all the way to the back corner, and the Bosch pushes him out. Retla at least trades for one.
4 lawan 3 anjir.
This is crazy. This is working so well. Ye just walks into
Gila.
guns.
Lagi dapat banget anjir nih. L5.
Sure, but it's too many angles for you to clear alone. Ye goes down and Bleed. It's a 10-4 scoreline. You don't have friends, but you feel like you need to claw your way back in on this anti-bonus.
Menang bonus lagi, Cok. Wah. Sakit pala nih.
I really felt like Bleed had a good read on this round. It felt like they were going to be able to contest this plant, but they never got confident. It just seems like Jesus, Pharaoh. But they just never felt like they really
Lagi tahap,
understood
Cok.
timing in the
LLQ.
situation altogether. You know, there are a couple players playing on site, and there's a couple players playing back. They either need to decide we're going to play for full retake or we're going to try to commit to preventing the spike plant or at least disrupting the execute as best as
Ibannya masih
we
0
can.
anjing.
Neither of those happen. It's completely
What's
disjointed
happen,
from Bleed.
anjir?
The map read is
4
correct,
lawan 5 doang
but the
anjing.
tactical read is not
4
there
per
for
setengah
them.
anjing.
And that's super concerning. Elmi Moore with a Hunter's Fury. Guardians, as Bleed knows that they are on their last legs.
Yeah, don't want to give up match point. You want to fight for it. It's going to be the early util, and Ye's already ahead of it. That's the start that Bleed needs. Taking out Elmimore, cooling him off, takes away that initiator. Now Darion holding close. He sees the gun barrel. He's waiting for him to peek out. He's patient, and he will be rewarded. RRQ, couple of
Ibu sekali lagi kalah kah? Wah, kapan? RRQ kalah cuy, menang lah. 11-4. Tadi menang map 1. Nah, map 2 sekarang. Kalau menang udah juara. Langsung, Cok, masuk champion. Masuk master. Juara dunia, guys.
Now we've got these Guardians with these cracked aimers. Should be able to put them to good use, and they have so far. The real question is even with a 3v,
Langsung, guys.
3v5,
Infokan nomor Genji, Cok. Langsung ini.
like RRQ is going to fight their way back into this.
I mean, especially looking at the hold right now from Bleed. Yeah, you're holding a bit of a crossfire, but it's within the site. You don't have really quick exits yet. Darion will be able to spot Xfero first. They both get spotted, and Darion calls her back up. There's a crossfire, but it's an instant trade. And RRQ now only 2 members remaining. They will get the spike plant. 1 point towards that thrash for Flips. He's up to 4. Now the flank coming in.
Ayo dapat 1 aja. 093, Cok.
If he can get this kill and
Mati dong.
RQ might have a shot, but Ye misses the first shot. But he knows they have the numbers advantage. They try for time. Flips cleared out in the site. Now you can start to push and pull back in.
Aduh, Cok, harusnya kalah dong. Boh.
NTSC
lah. Stellar NT.
And Bleed trying to catch up with their 5th round win.
Masih ada duit
This
sih
is looking
next.
good now for Bleed. Starting to work the map a little bit more, being a little bit more patient.
Menang,
You know,
Cok.
off the rip,
11-5,
obviously the
guys.
aggressive push works out, but after that, you know, Ye
Lagi
taking
dua
his
lagi.
time, not over
Juara,
that
Cok.
angle, not giving up a free kill. Starts out hot, gets Darion into position. A little bait and switch at the beginning. Retla hitting some good shots, so the Guardians are going to come through. They're still open.
Good job.
Still Darion trying to keep him in the game. Zest has an ult, Darion has the null command. Elmi Morton still with that Hunter's Fury. Now you have an opportunity to potentially start to change your destiny a little bit. See if you can get that economy going. See if you can stop this momentum that RRQ seemingly has been building throughout this entire match.
Yeah, if you can just cool them off, right? Start to gain your own momentum.
Enemy
We
mark.
know that Valorant can sometimes be a very streaky game. Bleed hoping for the best of it. As Ye the only one holding inside the site, but he does have an exit prepared right around screens.
Itu
Bosch
guys.
coming down, he's trying to clear the
Combo
mollies,
orang VCT
trying to
anjir.
let RRQ know that there is
Udah mati
presence
cowok di
on
set
the
kalau.
site. Jemkin sees where the shots are
Gila.
coming from though, and he
Dari
is
mana tuh
drained
anjing?
in, takes down El Diablo, and Jemkin holding on to the site, guarding the wingman. As now we see RRQ moments away from creating match point.
So you little homies.
Grass will have to be used. Bleed, they don't want to let this go away. They
Kalian
clear all
sana
the close
ketawa.
corners, but they don't quite
Kelihatan nggak sih
find
atasnya itu?
anyone detained. Jemkin will go for the drop. He's trying to fake it out.
Lah,
Scary
ketahuan
on
dong.
the lurk out. He finds Estrella with his gun down, and it's going to be Jemkin now
Buh.
fighting for his life. The Hunter's Fury coming in. Elmi Moore catches one. Does he find another? No, he's instantly just going to have to
Lah.
fight for time. A quick pass through the toxic screen.
Nice.
An RRQ, a triple kill
RRQ.
for Jemkin, and match point
RRQ guys.
now in the second map.
Yep. I mean, Ye just overstays his welcome there.
Gak kurang 10 anjir. Bani cok.
Waited for the reinforcement.
Gak main anjing.
Scary's able to catch the lurker.
Anjir.
But then he's caught trying to catch up to Jemkin, and Jemkin's just moving silently. Scary has to hook it through, trying to press, trying to get into these deep post plants. You know that there's mollies and lineups for days that are going to be behind this spot. And it's just great positioning, great map awareness. I love the way Jemkin navigates all that utility. You know, he's able to
Makanya dia
dodge the thrash,
telur,
work
Cak.
on down, and here we go. They're pushing hard, and they're taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, Ye got spotted by the 0 point, thinks he might be able to still sneak in, but that 0 point doesn't quite cover pipe, so it's immediately spraying through the wall. There's a close drone. He tries to swing on it. He can't get to as there's still going to be a crossfire zest.
Bani.
Dropping the opponent's Gecko, so it'll be a trade for trade. No more wingmans in this round. Sterion doesn't want to give up this position, finds one, but doesn't land the first shot. He knows he has to back off. Can't get a weapon upgrade. But right now, your life ever so valuable as you hold on to
balik.
another flash drive and a fragment.
Bisa main fake sih ini.
Yes, it looks like they might be trying to body block
Jangan
that
curang,
fragment as well. Doesn't
Enggak
look
nih.
like it would have
Oh,
worked.
jangan
Still
curin,
going
Cak.
to destroy that lockdown.
Yeah, nice lineup.
Ada lainnya
Like
juga
a
ya
lot
anjing.
from RRQ. Try and put it in a different position, but Darion with a good lineup with the fragment. Now full forces of
TK.
RRQ stream on in. Trying to clear if there's any nanos. There were none. Jemkin gonna get up on the rafters, see if he can
Ada
cut
raptor
off
satu. Harus ketahuan
position,
raptor
set
satu.
up a dangerous crossfire.
God, this is so much space as well. Only more on top of Nest, and it's just so
Wah, ada ulti
easy
juga.
for Bleed. And they're aware they have to clear every single possibility. They're trying to jiggle onto that Nest. It's going to be given up by Elmimore, but he's back on the box. Jemkin now hiding on the side. Elmimore eventually gets traded. It's still a 3v3 as Bleed starts to approach, but they can't quite clear Jemkin in time. It's a 1-for-1 trade. The pit still up, but it's going to be Estrella far back away from the site. He actually starts to creep in towards it, trying to hold close. This is absolutely unread by
Oh my
Bleed.
God.
They have no
Aduh.
idea that he's still moved on
Gigi.
into the middle of it, and Skier will find him in the last moment. But time is ticking away.
Login no.
And RRQ will get a 2-0 victory in their first match of week 2, getting another on the board.
Beautiful, it's clean, Valorant.
Bani nggak ngapain-ngapain menang,
RRQ,
Cok.
the game plan, immaculate from Ewok and company. Really looking good, and a big sigh of relief from Flip. That was definitely
Udah, Cok. Gila. Bani
Bani
kill lo, menang lagi. Dilihatin lagi kocok.
This might be another record where a team is winning so one-sidedly with one player having 0 kills.
Menang anjir. No. Kill 0 doang menang anjir. Bani kill 0 tot. Iya anjir. Menang lagi.
Was RRQ like just
Bani
switching
out.
places?
Gekkonya main,
It's like
Cok.
so weird. Like,
Ajisnya
it was
main.
just kind of like a
Iya,
tale
Ajisnya
of
main,
very
Cok.
two
Oh gitu.
stories.
Interview kan ada
Saw
interview
same
guys.
maps, we
That's
saw,
true.
like, similar play in terms of how the map was played out.
Anjir,
the way,
antara
which is very
senang atau sedih, Cok. Bani, Cok. Timnya menang tapi dia kill 0 anjing.
No games from players. I mean, not again, very
Main apa? Cuma ngeplan doang. Kan ada Ajisnya,
I
Cok.
wouldn't care at all.
Tapi aku udah bilang
As an IGL, you
4
gotta be happy that
4 per
your
5
reads were
versus
correct.
5
You're
ya guys
able
ini
to
guys.
just keep up the
Tapi
momentum,
Limor
never
sama
let it go
Xpero lagi
over. Well, a
nyala guys.
dominant look from RRQ, and that's for the analyst test to break it down further.
Juara. Assist 3.
On 0 kills, but on this
0
timeline,
kill.
it doesn't matter because
It doesn't
RRQ
matter.
finished
RRQ menang.
dominantly in a 2-0
Lah,
This is their time to shine.
It really is.
menang
Oliver's like
anjir.
wiping the sweat
Coba
from his
0 kill doang anjir menang.
20 plus kills.
Caranya
from
gimana,
this
guys?
guy. As the support player,
Menang, Cok.
he dropped 30 by the end of it. Yeah. I mean, that's
Jari
the
pun ada
fun
5
thing,
anjir.
too. It's just like we flipped roles and Flips ended up still on 0 kills. But he is a true MVP because the calling, everyone doing their job on this map, it just
Tapi
shows so
call-callnya bagus,
much
guys.
in RRQ's
Kali.
prep work, the coaching from Coach Ewok. They knew exactly what they had to do and they did it right.
It was just
Literally
beautifully done, and I think for RRQ,
ngeplan, ngeflash
coming
itu
away
doang
from this
anjir.
match and not
Emang lagi
having
nyala banget si
dominate
Xvero sama
the
Elimor anjing.
both or, you know,
Bukan nyala lagi.
three of the maps.
Udah mode aspas, cok, si Elimor
Because
nih.
we've been, you know, expecting a lot from this team coming into this year. William especially diving on the grenade, not predicting them to spare them perhaps, but you know, this is a team that
Yeah,
has
jago,
an
jago,
immense
jago.
amount of talent, the hype signing of Jemkin, etc. They have to go up against Gen
Mana
G
ini dia?
twice in
Siapa yang gini,
kickoff.
guys?
They pushed
Wawancara,
them,
guys.
take maps off of them. How do they look coming into kickoff? Minor struggles in the opening series. This matchup, though, we wanted to see them in form. They absolutely were. We also wanted to see Bleed make improvements. Didn't have as much as that.
Well, we're seeing the makings now of a champion level team from RRQ if they continue on this trajectory.
I mean, the thing is, Bleed, they just look disjointed. Right? I think there's just one word for it. It's disjointed.
Oh, yeah.
They get some kills, but it's a lot of individual plays. Zest, Retla, some of them, they try, and there are some, supportive efforts coming through. But apart from it, it's not enough.
Habis ini ngapain? Kayak main deh.
to win. Meanwhile,
Main Valo paling.
if I were to summarize our
Main Valo 2 game kan?
to
Habis itu
analyze
off.
the game,
Oh gitu sih.
one round,
Kalau capek ya aku
this one
lanjut
second
sampai jam
half, they're
11.
attacking half.
Gue kan main 2 game doang.
Jemkin diving into mid, creating a lot of presence just to buy a bit of attention away. Meanwhile, the rest of the 4 players
Valo 2 game.
rush down
Main-main
A,
kecil paling
getting
mau main sama
contact A
Gano.
on pipes. There are 4 players there. Ye
Paling
cannot
kecil,
take them on by
ada yang
himself, so
silver
they
paling.
trade, and then they all
Silver nggak sih, Nu?
rotate
Orang
to
mulu.
B and successfully take it because they have numbers advantage. That's the teamwork that RQ has. Bleed doesn't.
Ini siapa ya
But
bakal
you know
di
what
gini
we
ya?
did
Siapa ya bakal
on
ya
round
di
2?
Let's do it.
Oh, flawless!
Oh, God.
That's what they did!
I
They
forgot
got
about that.
flawless,
No.
And then it came crashing down.
Okay, take this as your victory, Bleed, but it is hollow. This is a crown of thorns, not of gold.
Oh, I hear
Push me down the
Login lah,
front.
bentar.
all
It's
the
fine.
salts, all the salty tears, because I rank up
Wow. Wait, where's Victoria now? Oh,
back and dive in.
I'm gonna drop down.
Can we just look at
Just
this?
You guys
yeah,
zoom in
just
on
do
that.
it.
Just
do it.
Focus on it.
Doesn't matter.
He can't
I don't
even.
Itu Asennya Immortal. Habis Immortal baru Radian. Wah,
Prediction.
kapan aku Radian ya? Pengen Radian sih
You're
guys.
like
the main
Flips
thing.
right now.
Also,
You're just like 0, but like the team's still winning as a whole, so you're good.
Oh, I gotta drop down
yeah, you
too.
gotta move
I
Quack
did.
down as well.
You were plat, and I just.
Oh, was
dropped
I?
down.
Not.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
What did the audience predict? Oh yeah.
Audience.
The audience
You're
went for
also
RQ.
wrong.
Completely forgot about that.
You didn't believe in Bleed.
Join me in my
Maybe rightfully so.
join me in my
because they
pit of
lost.
despair, but not really because it's a silly little game.
Lama banget cok nih banyak
Yeah.
bacot.
I act mad.
Langsung.
It's okay. Oh, sorry, wingman. Let me fix it
Okay,
there.
make it perfect. There we go.
Gotta respect the wingman. Respect our wingman here. All right, well, that was great. That was a good game. I
Yeah, good
enjoyed
game lah.
today's games back when I started. It's great. Anyway, you know what was great? RRQ. RRQ was
RRQ.
fantastic. Let's talk about RRQ again. Where do we start?
We start with Xfero
Where do we
operator.
start? Yeah.
I mean,
It's an
Oh
old-
yes, you really love that moment.
I had more
Nggak ada thrifting, nggak ada class anjir. Literally
dibantai.
dibantai. Literally ini emang dibantai banget sih. Dan nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain. No idea gua. Habis ini lawan T1 sih ya guys. Kayak menang deh. Udah nih udah termasuk udah RRQ ini udah top tier aja sekarang di Pacific. Kalau main gini terus ya konsisten ya top tier lah. Bisa lah masuk playoff. Biarpun neraka dikit cok gini ya.
Yeah, it's better than Lotus, but not by much. RRQ
Pep,
just,
pep, pep, pep,
it never felt like this
boom,
game was getting
boom.
away from them. Even when, Bleed started streaking together a couple after those opening rounds, it never was convincing enough to be like, oh,
No, bagi aku no.
what were you mentioning, Quack, earlier about the timeouts as well? And it's
Tuh ada Consilver, Cok.
not
Round
impactful
three.
for Bleed, yeah.
So yeah, they did call a really early timeout. They tried and they did find a bit more success at the start of the first half. But then once RQ started to find that streak, there was a second timeout, and you could see that feeling or that look of frustration all across, and they weren't able to come back at all after that. So it's just tough for Bleed. They find those first kills, they find those moments, but it's all individualistic. Meanwhile, RQ just completely working together as a team. I mean, we joke about it. We do joke about it. It's very funny to watch Flips with his reactions, 0 kills. But truly, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Because they work so well together.
0-11 anjir.
Well together, and I think
ACS 29 anjir.
the assists
ACS
this
29.
performance and what we had seen from Jesse Bash playing Fate on Lotus was that
ACS 29.
Flips was getting
Gila.
was out of his util.
30 kill anjir.
Space with mollies. He was trying to open things up. He was getting
Elmi
advanced
more.
with his wingman. It was
Killing
just
the opponent's wingman too.
yeah, it was just a lot more involved comparatively. So even though it is very funny that he is 0 and 11, 29 ACS, I think 24 ADR or something to that effect. With like
Zez
5
belum
assists
nge-efek lagi
across
sih
the
guys.
map.
Zez.
There was a lot more going on here. He wasn't getting caught with dizzy in hand and that kind of stuff. So he also just didn't need to have
Juicy
an
sih,
impact.
kalau ada
This
Juicy
guy,
bisa
he comes
berbeda
in,
sih
he
guys
just
harusnya.
IGLs the team to a victory.
Tapi Juicy
Doesn't
belum
get a
cukup
single
umur anjir
kill, and it
Juicy.
doesn't matter because Elmimore drops 30.
Juicy.
Xpero drops 23. It was a star-studded performance from these guys the whole way through. I mean, 440 ACS from a Sova, that's just not something you see every day.
I mean, that's another thing. He's playing Elmimore, 30 kills. He's playing the
30.
support role. He was a support role in the previous map as well.
Ngalah
And
sih.
he's finding so much impact, so many kills. Partially maybe because
So
of the
many
Flips,
kills,
but
so many,
just having
yeah.
the awareness of when to go in. There were rounds where I think Bleed's trying to work the map, trying to travel.
DG di
across,
DC.
bits of
Hah?
fakes and rotations here and there.
DG.
And Elmimore is always like tailing
Apa
behind
DG?
them, and he's able to strike them in the back. You know, collecting on those quadruple kills, double kills. There are so many of them that's why maybe Elmimore got all the kills and then he left none for Flips.
I
Dia
really
var
like
ya
their
DDS.
tempo on both maps, but especially on Icebox, you can see how confident they were. Elmimore just
Oh, akun itu
pushing
akun apa tuh?
through
Rank apa tuh?
defense
No.
The moment he knows that Bleed is on site. Now, Paper Thin,
Rank apa tuh? Apa ranknya? Memet dia aja.
by the Zeta bundle, but he should have been betting on
Oh ini nih,
RRQ.
sabar, ini penting nih.
So,
The RQ bundle, it looks pretty clean.
yeah, I think they deserve the bundle buy
Gila.
actually today, and you saw the 12-year-old in the
RRQ di atas di atas perek, Cok. Asenan.
One more
Di atas
championship
perek,
point
Cok, di atas
today.
perek.
Thanks to Team Secret and Omega Group, though, continues on being
Juara.
the dominant group here between the two. RRQ.
Tinggal lawan T1 GE sama Genji doang, Cok.
second position.
Wah, bisa
Brutal
anjir, bisa
fallout,
nih,
though.
bisa nih.
Even with the
Lolos.
teams that, you know, with Secret picking up their win, they're still
Pak
on
P
a
full
negative
senyum,
mark.
Pak P full senyum, Cok. Pak P full
Watch the
senyum.
end, 'cause it doesn't seem like there's
Di
gonna be
atas
that many
perek,
teams
Cok.
challenging
Kapan
them
lagi?
for these playoff positions. But we'll have to see how that continues to develop.
Kapan lagi, guys? Di atas perek, Cok.
Omega is just feasting.
Omega is doing a great job, and you know what? It's actually going to be very tough within their group when we move on closer to champions.
Maybe an
Without
alpha lol, you know, instead of an omega lol. You know?
Omega, Alpha Lol. Anyway, let's go down to the stage for the interview with our MVP.
Ya, interview, Cok. Bedanya Alpha sama Omega apa, Pit? Bedanya yang Omega lebih banyak sama Alpha ya. Bedanya tuh kalau kira kan adu-aduan nih. Sama adu-adu sih. Tapi aku nggak tahu kenapa Omega lebih banyak ya. Gue nggak tahu ya.
It sounds very good to me.
It sounds amazing. Now,
Yeah.
what the heck happened to you today? Were you just feeling it on the day? What was different?
I just listened Taylor Swift the
Wow.
other day, and then I popped off.
Okay, Taylor
Gila,
Swift.
Taylor Swift,
okay.
Cok. Taylor Swift kah?
Alright, what song did you listen to before you came up on the stage?
Love Story?
Enchanted.
Oh, Enchanted.
That's the secret. Enchanted. Listen to that, everybody. Now, what did Flip Thunder say after that icebox?
He is just saying like, "Oh my God, what did I do this map?" I like he say, "How did we win?"
Yeah.
Kenapa bisa menang anjir gila. Cok.
But that's all good. That's all good. I mean, he got a little bit upset at me looking at the monitor, checking out the stats. Once again, he was like, "What are you doing? Why?" But yeah, good game, good game. Now let's
Masih
talk
nol,
about that
anjing.
role swap between you and Xpharaoh because we had Jemkin on stage last week, and he actually said the
Alpha dianggap sebagai
robot
pemimpin dan
was,
pembaru di
your
dalam satu
idea.
kelompok. Omega
Players
adalah
like
istilah yang
that,
digunakan
but
untuk
players
mengacu pada
tend to
individu
ask
atau
for
kelompok
it.
yang berada di
So,
posisi terendah.
what
Jadi
was the reason?
jadi intinya apa, Jen?
How do you think that kind of affects your performance?
Kenapa Omega itu lebih
Like,
banyak, Cok,
we could see
daripada
the
Alpha?
difference.
So the first main problem usually because we have Estrella.
Esteller.
English is not that good, so
Ya, not good, not good.
I think I talked to the coach and the players like how about we change the role, so because I can speak English more fluent than Estrella. So
Anjay.
yeah,
Siap,
and
siap.
then naturally I'm initiator main from past teams before RRQ, so yeah I really like the role now.
How's Xpero feeling about taking on the Sentinel role as well?
He likes because he is a natural lurker. He always bait.
Just wait tapi Peter, Cok.
It's a good role for him.
Yeah. So when I say I think you play Sentinel, then yes.
Okay, so everyone's feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
Comms are flowing way better. Now 13-2 on Lotus. That's not what Bleach Lotus looked like last week. So it must be something you guys doing something right. So what do you think went well?
Well, actually, I don't watch their match against Thailand. I forgot. So we just do what we usually do on practice, and
Mirip Arvil.
usually our main problem on stage is always about the comms.
Hey.
But today,
Arvil apa kabar ya?
the comms is very good, and I'm proud of my team. And yeah, we can win easily. Like if we comms good every day.
Yeah. I love how you guys found out the solution that fits for you guys, and the brotherhood and the friendship is kind of there. The energy is up high. Now next up, you guys are playing T1. What's your mindset?
I'm very ready. I cannot wait to face Xcuret because he's my friend. I'm so close with him. We always hang out every weekend.
Every
So,
week, okay.
Ini di mana, Pit? Apanya?
Taylor Swift.
Ini
Yeah,
Okay.
di Korea.
Well, thank you, Elmi Moore.
Korea.
And good luck in the upcoming match.
thank you.
And good night.
Good night,
Well,
good
that
night.
was Elmi Moore from RRQ for our post-match interview, and that's all we have for today. But stay tuned for tomorrow because we have Genji versus DFM and Global Esports taking on Talon. We'll see you tomorrow.
Terus aku nggak resim kayaknya, guys, nggak seru. Kita lusa baru live stream. Yeay! Langsung kita main Valorant. Login. Kita aja wangi cuy, astagfirullah. Login cuy. Login Danu. Login. Login. Gila, GG sih Estera. Gila, vote-nya FIFA RRQ, cok, 14% doang. FIFA RRQ, love you. FIFA RRQ. Lah. Maksudnya main 2 game kayaknya. Bisa kayaknya, no. 2 game, 3 game, 2 game lah. 2 game. 2 game enough. STEC FF. Hah? Gak jadi kenapa, no? Gak jadi enak, cok. Apa tuh? Hashtag FF gak tau kapan lagi, cok. FF bantai-bantai yang aku. Nggak aku yang dibantai, cok. Kalau FF yang biasa kayak anjing. Tak. Gas lah, gak jadi gas lah. Maksudnya apa nih? Kita login aku nyantai, cok. Sabar. Kita login. RRQ win. Welcome to VALORANT. Nih aku yang mana nih, no? Tak ada lagi tuh. Oh, nggak bisa di play, no? Ah, bisa cok. RRQ, love you. Let's go. Pip. Nah. Login no. Ayo. Kok ada ya? RRQ win. Baru jam segini sih anjing kok. Nah, harusnya aku baru start stream jam segini anjing. Uzumaki Danuto. Laser. Belum berteman no. Ini ada hero apa aja sih? Ada Gecko. Gus. Devan J. Oke, Devan J. Devan J. STK beda ntar. Ntar. Nah, di sini aja, malas, Cak. Dan VC anjir apa anjing? EWDNU. Nah, terima. Crosshair texture. Aduh. Naik marker bit. Oh ya, naik marker. Naik market. Mana? Ampas. Udah dibuka anjing. DC kan lu? Aduh, mana nih cara ngomong nih? Nggak bisa ngomong, Cok. Nah, DC lu, nggak bisa ngomong nih, Cok. Crosshair-nya tuh ini copy. No. Pakai apa nih? Jeng. Tahu crosshair. Lah, kok nggak mau? Oi. DC do, gak dengar apa-apa nih, no. DC no.
Halo.
DC.
Pakai mouse button tuh, Bit. Mic-nya.
Halo. Mouse button, mouse meme anjing. Kok nggak mau anjing ini kopinya?
Wah, Jawa.
Sabar dulu. Ini crosshair dulu.
Itu udah kebuka ya? Aku lupa, Cak.
Udah kebuka anjing.
Pit, kalau misalnya kita buat akun baru, itu yang kuning, yang oranye itu cuma satu doang ya? Nggak ada ya makanya?
Itu gacha.
Oh, itu tadi ada yang 2 biji, Cak. Itunya, yang ini
Apa?
oranye.
Oh ya.
Ini pisau 2. Itu kau kirim ke kau.
Agus hati cing.
Buat akun terus, Cak, sampai dapat gini yang bagus.
Ada yang bagus nggak, no?
Apa, Bit? Kalau Vandal yang paling bagus apa, Bit?
Tergantung kau sih, kau suka yang apa?
Memoy. Kau, menurut kau?
Masih Reaper sih. Reaper. Terus tuh apa lagi yang bagus ya?
Coba buka shopnya itu.
Apa?
Apa di mana ya?
Sabar, aku mau ini dulu nih. Innernya berapa nih? Inner 132.
Kau buat plus putih itu kan?
Iya, 132.
Inner line-nya 0 line lah.
Nah nih, firing error udah 0. Ini apa lagi nih 0 nih?
Itu cowok yang inner line offset tuh 0 line. Nah, itu 1.
Tadi apa nih? Outliner nggak pakai deh, sabar. Aku lupa cok outliner.
Itu
Off.
itu offin 2 yang paling bawah tuh. Nah, itu yang gerak-gerak itu, Cok.
Mas Kleng nggak gerak cok. Ini kalau
Itu nolin bit.
apanya?
Yang itu yang outline offset tuh.
Offline offset? Mana offline offset?
Atasnya itu kan nggak aktif ya, nggak kuaktifin ya.
Mana?
Aduh, Cok. Atasnya yang atas.
Yang mana atasnya mana nu?
Ini nih gini nih. 11630.
Nggak, aku nyari ini doang sih. Nah ini bagus nih kayaknya nih. Ini apa nih ya? Oh ini. Ini 1, lupa aku inner lag-nya berapa nih? Inner lag 3. Aku pakai 3, inner lag 3 guys. 3, ini 2. Terus inner offsetnya berapa nih? Inner offset 2.
Coba kosongin biar nggak ada
1,
titik di
3, 2,
tengahnya.
2. Udah nggak ada titik nih. 1, 3, 2, 2.
1320. Coba bit.
1, 3, 2, 2. Kenapa 1, 3, 2, 0 cok?
Kosong tuh biar itu, Cok, tengahnya biar nggak
Nggak biar udah.
kosong gitu loh.
Ini oke nih. Ini crosshairku nih, crosshair baru.
Aku sekarang pakai crosshairku yang lama, Cok, yang plus itu.
Kenapa Andre cok? Rank lah no.
Emang bisa?
Kompe coba, bisa cok.
Wah, bisa banget.
Kenapa nggak bisa no?
Akun kau level berapa tuh, Bit?
57. Skill
Berapa?
too far cok. Kenapa skill too far cok? Apa ranknya nih no?
Oh, silver ya?
Ini silvernya apa nih? Bronze, iron cok ini cok.
Aku yang ini.
Kau yang iron kayaknya no.
Aku belum kebuka bahkan.
Iya iron harusnya. Iron.
Lah, kok nggak bisa, Cok?
Nggak bisa iron berarti no.
Ente.
Terus ngapain aku pakai akun ini cok? Ya sudah lah. Ya sudah lah. Ya ada skin dong. Maksudnya gampang-gampang dong no.
Gampang kali. Itu silvernya silver ngeribunya, Cok.
Ngeri punya kali cok.
Aspas semua musuhnya.
Ampas cok untuknya cok.
Betul, Bit. Itu kayaknya itulah. Itu yang aku habis skill 47 tuh musuhnya langsung kayak robot, Cok. Kayak mulai deh nih. Game ini aneh.
Aneh cok. Bagus nih game cok.
Jago dikit udah, Cok, dikasih musuh jago.
Nih arena. Wah. Kau jet lah no. Astagfirullah nih nak.
Gak ada jet, belum beli.
Ada aja gak beli. Anjir grafiknya masih high ya anjir.
Oh iya. Gak tau dah, aku gak pernah setting grafik, Cok. Takut gini. Takut nge-frame.
Ini high cok. Banyak Yoru sih cok. Yoru.
Itu banyak agentnya, Cok. Ini akunku yang
Apa?
sama, Cok.
Mana?
Itu yang kau pakai.
Semakidan cok level 57. Kecil banget levelnya cok 57.
Seminggu sekali ganti akun, Cok. Gimana?
Aduh.
Nggak naik tuh.
Kayaknya aku 2 gamenya no. 2 game 3 game lah.
Aku setengah game nih, nggak nyampe segame ku AFK.
Gak ada Benny, jawab ini mana ya? Di infus
Lagi
kayaknya.
gini. Dia kenapa, Cok?
Nggak tahu.
Ya?
Katanya neneknya yang sakit katanya, Cak, bukan dia yang sakit.
Kok dia di infus, Cok?
Kayaknya aku tanya, kenapa dia yang diinfus kok, Cak? Apa anjir? Kenapa dia yang diinfus? Nggak sih harus tanya-tanya besar, Cak.
Di infus, Cok.
Aduh. Capek gini ya, no?
Abis ini kau lebih cepat lagi nih gendong. Jaga lu dulu, Cok.
Semakin Danuto. Namanya namanya keren nih. Udah keren punya ya nama Cok. Mencara nih.
Itu kali aku liat di caps lock tuh aja.
Aduh, cuma ganti nama no, Amiser no. Udah lebih paten punya tuh nih, Cok. Disegani, Cok.
Bawa track diketawain, Cok, di bawah sampusin. Pantes kau ditinggal, pantes kau jangan gituin ya.
Humans allied with Radiance. What a strange world.
Mineral, terus control reset to default.
Gini, sensinya udah tuh.
Ini belum 87 aku coba dia banyak. Nah,
Main pakai gini cok, 40 dpi.
video graphic quality low 16.
Nggak jalan cok maksudnya.
Nah,
Udah apa?
nah, lantai nih cak. Katen punya nih grafik.
Apa yang nyora cok? Nih, aku beli flash dah.
Wah, kayak itu 3 duelis ya cak.
Nah, ganyang lah ya kan? Alah. B cok. Udah plan dah tuh. Itu AFK? Wah, nggak ada yang AFK cok. Cing.
Oh. Ya 30 anjir. Euro 30.
Musuhnya gampang.
Last player standing.
Sudah gampang ya. Ait.
Ya. Ait. Leng.
Mana no? Masa gini yang main 47 kill anjir.
Sebentar. Oh, editan sih.
Tawar
anjing. Itu match kedua dari baru buat akun Vidd. Anjing.
Pantes anjir bot semua.
Tapi ada yang on mic, Cak. Langsung dipuji-puji, Cak. Ya, nggak beli flash dong. Di sini, Cak. Kok Kang Pandal 55-nya, Cak.
Babi.
No peeking.
Tuh flashnya ganggu cok.
Spike planted.
Anjir flashnya ganggu banget anjir dari tadi. Flashnya anjir. Rimbracing.
Last player
Saya
standing.
bilang apa? Musuhnya aspas semua, Cak.
Hoki doang tuh anjir. Kali.
Itu silver aneh, Vidd. Oke. Anjir. Oke juga nih.
Banyak
Cover.
tuh.
Saving gini, Serif.
No picking.
Ada tuh.
Ya kalau nggak di flash tuh menang dapat 1 lagi gua.
Please do not mistake my smile. I take this all very serious.
Dari Fana langsung.
Gampang.
Nah baru mulai no. Kau ketawa no?
Focus now.
Empas.
Eyes off.
Aneh Vidd, silver aneh Vidd. Lebih cuy. Wah.
Habis semua kah?
Tuh, kuante peleng dia aja.
Spike down B.
Woi,
Yang mati no? Babi.
120 chamber.
Ya.
One enemy remaining.
Ada asisku tuh, 6 tuh asisku.
6 kali.
We're gonna win. No other option. Let's go.
Di flash keamanan enak nih biasanya.
Dia kok aneh Vidd, langsung swing, ratain.
Kita ya rata sumpah di expect no mas sama dia no.
Anda.
Benar ya.
Silver, Cok. Silver, gameplay silver.
Swing nih.
Swing, langsung Klik kiri, tekan.
Terus no.
Still inside.
Oke.
Kami kayak enak.
Mesti di Jawa, Cok.
My ult's ready.
Kesana no. Aduh, aku yang sini dah.
Maksudnya kamu pakai Cok, ngapain step?
No
Waduh,
charges left.
Kima juga yang musuhnya, Cok.
Cepat no, bantu no.
Spike planted.
Chamber 160.
Last player standing.
Sabar. Ini semua kamu udah. Wah! Tai lah. Babi banget semua.
Chamber nih, Cok.
My
Trust
ult
me,
is ready.
they will make mistakes. When they do, take advantage.
Satu gini, Jing.
Satu gitu no. Kenapa satu no?
Ngepur. Itu aku kill 4, Cok. Pakai jet.
4 kali.
Like I never left.
Ya ilah. Yornya udah kena sekali ya, Marshall.
Aduh. Jadi kaget, Cok.
Who's next?
Ada kotak lado tuh. Chamber 101.
Spike down.
Yori cuma 1.
My turn.
Sekarang
Last
tuh, Bang.
player
Oke.
standing.
Kaget aku anjing, sumpah.
Ya, silvernya
Spike
gini kan.
planted.
Ngeri kan?
Wih. Teman kita sih yang ngeri no. 113.
15 gimana tuh?
15 tuh satu pakai Rena lagi, Cok.
Iya. Draken sini, Cok.
Aduh. Astagfirullah.
Lihat crosshair diukir dia, Cok.
Aduh. Tantanganku dingin banget.
Mau mati ya, infus. Minta diinfus, Cok.
We get a pick. We move in. Got it?
Bedi. Kenapa gak mau palu deh ya? Cing.
Tangannya diinfus.
Dia serius sakit kah?
Nggak tahu aku. Dia bilang ke neneknya kemarin sakit.
Kok dia diinfus?
Tahu lah.
Crosshairku, Cok. Underscore gini, Cok.
Now they have my attention.
What's this? Get out of my way.
Semua tuh.
Ya ada no.
Mati.
Enemy
Anjir, hoki banget, Cok.
Spike planted.
Oke, makasih, Vidd.
Stay
Kick
there.
out di Vidd, Cok. Oke.
Wah, 3 peluru juga.
One enemy remaining. Last player
Vidd ya.
standing.
No charges left.
Ya, itu ditiupnya meninggal, Cok. Nah,
This is nothing.
keren nggak aku, Vidd?
Kau yang nggak keren, Cok.
Makin danut tuh, Cok.
Dan itu, Cok. Kaprek.
At this one time, but
Mana Uzumaki Naruto nih? Apa no?
Cok, Renanya aneh banget.
Nah, aku bisa matiin dia tadi no.
Ternyata teman kau. Danco jangan. Dia tuh, oh di B cuy. Oh nice.
Spike down B.
Udah masuk cok.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, lain ya? Masuk, Cok.
Ini jetnya di side nih.
Long.
We crushed them.
Ganco.
Dalam
FF, aduh, nah FF.
Are not too friendly.
Ngejaga hallnya tuh kayaknya ke aneh no, sumpah saya aku.
Karena aku udah jauh.
Matilah kau.
Kau nggak tahu gameplay Silver cok? Diam aja.
Aduh.
Nah, lihat. Nah, di area ya nggak ada ke hall cok. Paling cuma satu doang nih di hall. Tuh satu doang chamber. Nah, udah kita rapain yang di sini. Mantita, lem. Spek aku nih. Ya ilah.
Dah, biarin mati.
Reloading.
Dia ulti ya.
Ya, keren.
Wind. Show me where to go.
Wah, OP cuy. Bisa beli OP cuy. Oke, 5 aja OP-nya enggak apa-apa.
Anjir.
Ya dah. Dapat crack.
9 2 3 Cok. Oh, dia ada pasang trap punya.
Kompe banget orangnya di Silver, Cok.
Anhal.
Kayak satu doang tuh, Vidd.
Ya, sudah anhal.
Spike down mid. One enemy remaining.
Hal. Turun kan ya.
Flawless.
Oh tuh ya. OTP ya.
Zenfire, let's not complicate.
Hal tadi Cok gue denger Cok. Aduh, diulti sama dia. Aduh.
Terlah.
5 kill enggak?
Lah, 9. 4 lagi nih. Aku AC nih.
Aduh. Keren ada dia.
You want to play? Let's play.
Next. Dipantek aku di situ. Oh,
Black system coy ini. Jet. Tuh, udah. Kuat peleng dia.
Nih, mantap lagi tuh.
Mana lihat gini gue, Cok. Crosshairku.
Flash.
Crosshair minus, Cok.
Underscore, Cok. Wup.
Satu.
Wup. Kon.
Lihat.
Here, catch.
One enemy remaining.
Ah, itu maksudku.
Refreshing.
Refresh. Oke.
Anjir. Oke banget, Cok.
Refreshing.
Oke kok, Bang.
Clutch.
Refreshing.
There's a name for this. Oh yeah. Second-hand embarrassment.
Okay.
Refreshing.
This time.
Gun here.
Vidd, bagi skin, Vidd.
Gak ada skin hitam, Cok. Akun kau nih.
Wah, satu lagi, guys.
Refreshing.
Ini kah imo ascendant.
Refreshing.
Sendiri di mati. Bisa ke Abid. Nah, 1. One tap jing, peleng dia. 2. Siapa lagi mau di one tap? Ini. Oh, Aceh dong, guys. Dimit ya, Bit.
Ikut ya, Cok.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Ya, aku di KS babi. Crosshairku dari pala dia loh padahal.
Nggak dapat apa-apa anjir. Apa
Round
ini?
before the switch.
Harus beda dua, Cok. Biasakan lihat aku nonton aku sampai akhir.
Oh, sampai akhir aku 60 dong.
Refreshing. Tapi kayaknya bantai-bantai deh musuhnya tadi itu.
Kurusnya tadi, Cok. Aku tadi nggak pakai crosshair, aku hilangin crosshairnya. Ini udah pakai crosshair.
Get out of my way. What's this?
Anjir. Dapat banyak dong, loh. Sana semua tuh. Wah, TP Kima. Yornya 120-an tuh. Lo pakai banget.
TP mana?
Lubang. Enggak peleng tadi ya. Anjir, ini orang bisa kok.
Woi. Enggak keduga anjir dari sana anjir. Timingnya jelek banget anjir.
One enemy
Ya,
remaining.
sama-sama timingnya jelek banget.
Memo.
TP di belakang sini, Bang. TP sini, Bang. Bang, TP situ, Bang. Wah, kupingnya sepi, Cok.
Last player standing.
Oke. Indra Kent.
Deployed.
Ada tuh, Cilo. Bah. Betul, Cok. 120 aku ngehit.
Switching sides.
You know what we should do? I'll tell you.
Aduh, salib, Cok, satu lagi.
Ya, Cok, tadi aku keren banget tuh, one tapin tuh pakai kunai. Bisa kan tuh one tap pakai kunai nih? Nah, kan bisa ya. sorry.
Bisa, Cok. Belum beli jet aja. Belum ada.
Refreshing.
Ke BK. Mencar aja.
Right here.
Kayak divisi gini, Cok. Spike-nya, Cok.
Nggak usah pakai spike.
Oh ya. 1. Wantep pelengnya. Waduh, kalau ini nggak tahu dah.
I got the spike.
Sini ada ya. Clover.
One enemy remaining.
No charges left.
Clover orang sini nih.
Clover. Klongkong, Cok.
Oh iya, gini siapa namanya ini?
Chamber.
Spike planted.
Aku mau.
God. Ya aku dong yang kill kalau kayak gini.
No peeking.
Mati aja. Lock.
Looks like I was the stronger one.
Maksudnya AFK. Wajar dapat kill.
Find the weakest link and kick him in the shin.
Indra Kent, Cok. Dark system.
Kill all your opponents.
Coba lagi nih, mau di one tap nih.
Defender spawn. I have the spike. Target A6.
Dropping smoke. Blocking sight. Enemy spotted. Defender.
Anjir. Kok aku mati, Cok? Dia ngit aku 74, nggak kepala. Kok aku mati, Bit?
Yeah.
Oh, oke kali. Gila dia jongkok itu, Cok. Ah, oke banget jarunya.
Enggak itu, Cok.
One enemy remaining.
Reversing. Ini kelasnya mana?
Next time, mind the
Oh,
heavy
kelas enggak
machinery.
kan.
Catch a breath.
Refresh, anjay. Nang TS aja no.
Biar gini, biar panas ya.
Refreshing.
Habis tuh 10-13 jeng.
Refreshing.
Main, Bit.
Refreshing. Dia bilang gitu, Cok.
This is gonna be fun.
I have the spike.
Mantep pelengnya. Enak banget, Bit. Mantep pakai crosshair gini, Bit. AM-ku yang buruk aja mantep-mantep loh. Lagi AM-nya bagus.
Right here. Right here.
Nah, fightingnya ada teman aku.
Spike planted.
One down.
Wow, enak-enak.
One enemy remaining.
Draken sebagus. Oke.
Refreshing.
Outrun me.
Dari tadi layarku mati sih, nggak lihat.
Ngeflick tuh, no.
Nggak lihat, Cok, layarku
We got
mati.
Tap lagi, no.
Bet, coba kau pakai crosshairku ini, Bet.
Gak mau. Babi.
Coba aja. Enak, Cok. AM-nya kalau bagus, enak nih pakai gini.
Wah, jet div, Cok. Katain, no. Jet div, no.
Nah, sini app. Babi.
Jet div. Waduh.
Marah ini, Cok.
Musuhnya bot, Cok. Ngomong.
Masuk hoax sebentar ini.
Spike down mid.
Headshot. My ult's ready.
Nih, kamu tap fire gini, coy.
Right here. Gun.
Apaan dia ya?
Iyalah. Balik anjir.
Tuh. Harus gua kasih tahu, Cok.
Right here.
Ya.
Ada, Cok.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
babi di sampah. Lah. Lagi turun tangga, anjing.
Wow, Intrakens.
Duh. 4 lagi, Cok.
Match point.
Menang tau tinggal.
But we should wrap this up.
Menang dong tuh.
Bibit, beliin apa, Bibit?
Need a drop.
Ini.
Thank you.
Nah, anjas. Aceh lah ini, Cok.
Siapa yang aja musuhnya, Cok?
Masih dapat OP comeback. Langsung login mole, Cok. Satu. Kalau Aceh kita butuh berapa? Butuh 5, guys ya.
Wah. Pojok kiri atas ya. Atas tuh. Turun ya.
2.
Nah,
Mati aja, Bang. Lah, 109, Cak.
apa yang kena tuh?
Last player standing.
Itu kena kayunya itu dulu, Bit. Oh, bang. Babi. 109. Jet. Oh, betul aja, Cak. Apa yang musuhnya?
Tuh, OP dong misalnya.
I got the spike.
Gua kenapa mati?
Wah, gak expect di atas itu anjir, di atas kiri patah. No peeking.
Oh, ini kursornya bagus nih, Cak. Up. Cepier.
Mid satu.
Mati.
Double door ada satu nih. Lama.
Mati aja, Bang.
Tadi
30
tim tuh
seconds
ngomong
left.
tuh. Bagus. Bagus, Cok.
Bagus, bisa kill 60 nih. OP nggak diambil ya? Diambil lah. Diambil sih harusnya. Chamber bisa beliin tuh.
Nggak usah, aku pakai ulti aja.
Oh, betul-betul mau disalib, Cok.
Udah 2 doang anjir. Aku yang nge-ace habisnya ya, tandai.
Nih, gua langsung ulti, gua langsung majuin ya kan. Apalagi gas cuy, ya kan. Tuh, udah aku hit parahin tuh. Robek itu ususnya. W-nya di
Waduh. Wah.
awal.
Dia main belakang, Cok.
One enemy remaining.
Lah, disalib dong. Oh, enggak, Deng.
Bebek.
Masih ada atas. Ye. Vidd ID on YT. Wah, biar aku terkenal, Cok.
Jeng.
Gitu tuh.
Udah ulti langsung mati, harusnya aku dapat 2 tuh. Bisa.
Dua. Lah. Pengaturan skor, Cok.
Pause dulu, pause.
Pengaturan skor, Cok.
Ini kok kebuka, Cok.
Apa tuh?
Net reward. Apa nih? Gini, cloverku. Oh, berarti kita ini udah nggak usah beli, Bit.
Gak usah beli,
buka.
gak usah beli.
Oh. Baru tahu, Cok. Gas, aku pakai clover.
Nah, gas.
Oh, kuning, Cok. MVP match.
Anjay.
Iyalah MVP lah. Masa Riot kasih MVP ke itu, Cok? Jet ulti langsung mati.
Match found.
Ada yang di
Kamu
pojok
kayak
kiri
gitu.
tadi, anjing.
Jet spek lo gini, Cok. Enggak mungkin dikasih MVP.
Kok kelap lah.
Mana kelapa deh? Jas. Lah, animasinya lama banget, Cok.
Nah, aku mau jadi jet lagi dah.
Hero kok nggak muncul, Bit?
Udah muncul.
Dia aku belum, Cok. Ini
Muncul,
animasi yang
Cok.
di. Oh, ini udah nih.
Refreshing. Nanti bilang refreshing.
Skillnya apa aja? Ini aku pertama kali dalam hidup pakai smoker, Bit.
Pertama kali dalam hidup. Omen tak pernah.
Omen nggak pernah.
Apalagi gak pernah.
Omen ku nyoba di the range doang. Nggak pernah. Ya Omen sih nggak pernah. Ya itulah. Sky itu apa Sky?
Sky Initiator.
Nah itu aku pernah sekali sih.
Apalagi ya?
Apa kayak Listican, Cok, ini orang? Apa? Ini agent?
Palistican, Cok.
Coba masa kayak Amui beda, Cok. Gak mirip.
Tapi dia tuh no binary katanya, Cok.
Siapa?
No binary. Gak tau cewek atau cowok. Clove.
Emang iya?
Nah, lihat aja nanti, kecil banget ya warna.
Lah. Wah.
Astagfirullah.
PB Hunter, wah namanya Jawa banget, Cok.
PB Hunter.
Lesbius, wow. Oh, cepet banget.
Tuh udah level 400, Cok.
Mantep.
Mantep kali itu. Gak ada skin anjir, gana banget. Hitam semua.
Sama-sama. Oh iya, Cok. Tadi enggak. Oh, tadi aku MVP sih. Nanti kalau aku nggak MVP alasannya itu, Cok. Gak ada skin.
Tapi kan aku top rank juga.
Okay, little homies. Teamwork on 3. 1, 2,
Aku
3.
match MVP, Cok.
Beda.
Ini beli apa? Beli apa, Bit?
Beli C sama Smoke 2 nu.
Smoke tuh yang mana, anjing? Yang Ruse ini.
Yang C tuh kayak heal Rena, yang C-nya. Tahu kan?
Ini ini Smoke. Terus C. C ini apa, Cok?
Yang nge-heal. Kalau nge-heal tuh bisa nge-heal orang. Bisa nge-heal kita.
Oh. Itu dipencet dulu baru
Nge-kill dulu baru
Nge-kill
dipencet. Ngekill dulu mau mencet. Sama kayak Rena, ngekill dulu baru mencet. Naiknya 50 darahnya.
Lah, kok nggak bisa kesana? Oh,
Ngekill lagi bisa chat lagi tuh, no. Gak bisa habis tuh pokoknya.
terus
Udah telat.
aku wall mana nih?
Wah kali. Belum, Cok.
Apa namanya? Smoke mana nih?
Semua sini, semua sini, no.
Duh, kok lama banget, Cok. Terus apa? Klik kanan.
Ya, smoke. Nah. Babi di situ, Cok. Beuh.
Nah, aku telat, Cok.
Gara-gara dikecrot aja aku, Cok.
Tuh, bagus smoke tuh. Kaki kelihatan, Cok.
One enemy remaining.
Wow, over, Cok.
Spike down B.
Fotonya flank harusnya nih. Cuma kalau nggak dikecrot, dapat aku tuh.
Spike's there.
Kuantep yang flank nih. Ada? Iya, ilah. Siapa, Cok?
One more.
Mantap,
Sorry,
Anjas.
buddy, it's over.
Let's do it again.
Lah, katanya nggak bisa habis. Habis, Cok.
Ya nggak kill, Cok, makanya kill dulu.
Ini yang key ini apa?
Hmm?
Nih, yang key.
Gitu kayak bom.
Yang ngurangin darah itu ya?
Ya.
Sip, nggak beli senjata.
Ngerasain no ya?
Aman, smokernya siteng nih.
Si tengil.
Wah, anjir. Di smoke lo, Cok. Lah, dipur, Cok, sama Sage-nya.
Wah, palanya pecah tuh anjir.
Sage ngambil senjata lo.
Reloading.
Dah, ya enggak. Nah,
Ada reload, Cok, reload, Cok. Reload. Wah, kalau kan reload dapat tuh satu lagi. Nol tuh.
Di ascendant peluru pancel 10 ya.
Kalah juga tuh anak. One low. Just kill it.
Aku bisa lo apa nih, Cok? Oh, smoke. Smoke lah, mampus kau yang lihat.
Terlalu maju tuh smoke-nya, no. Enak banget buat dia nih.
Nah, itu ditambahin.
Balik dong dia.
Thirty seconds left.
Wah.
Smoke-nya lah. Bukanya. Lah, kok nggak bisa, Cok?
There.
TP.
Enemy spotted B.
Ganti.
10 seconds left. Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Oh,
Wah,
set.
yuk.
Get sirip.
I love explosions. Stand tall.
Ada
We
seripnya,
are
Cok.
VALORANT.
Sirip.
We are fighters.
Kencing. Set. Nah, kencing. Nah. Aduh, mataku rusak, masih bagusan FF. Kenapa kalian suka aku main FF, Cok?
Game terbaik, Cok. Lu nggak FF?
Nggak dapat duit.
Wah, bangsat. Game, Cok. Di BK.
Ya, di B. Wah, set lagi tuh.
Smoke tuh. Mati, Bit.
Mati, Cok.
Sip. Ya.
Last player standing.
Langsung.
Kata itu.
Absen tadi David. Wah, anjir, ngegambar dulu, Cok.
I'm good for 3.
Anjas, biar apa tuh, Bang? Nggak tahu.
Tahu.
Spike planted.
Kita bisa
Hitam tuh lebih baik hitam, Cok. Wah, di wall sama dia.
setan gini kita cak nempelin orang.
Bisa kisi ya. Wah,
Aziz.
Wingman's defusing.
dihancurin dong.
Dua. Nah,
Ente. Game kok nggak mati suri sih? Kenapa nggak mati suri, Cok? Apa game mati suri, Cok?
Valo nggak ada pintu juga, Cak.
Ada TP, Cok. TP-nya kan ada pintu, kocak.
Oh iya ya. Iya ya beda.
Diam. Diam dong.
Dua lagi kesalip orang ini, Cak.
Yikes.
Wajar.
Salip kali.
Ketolongin musuhnya.
Mas kering anak, Cok. Babi.
Anjir. Meleng, Cok. Ya, maksudku gitu, biar kau maju, kan? Udah mati aja. Oh, anjir, gede, Cok.
There. Healing you.
Coba ya, cuy.
Weapon here. Gun here.
Spike
Wah, udah
planted.
ngeflan, Cok. Tak bilang, no.
Nah, aku udah teriak-teriak nih.
Ayo nih, maju, no.
Di darahku tinggal berapa, Bet? 12, Cok.
Nah, siapa pilih?
Jet 65. Ada tuh, Bet. Tungguin aja. Ya, nggak usah maju, Cok.
Ya, nggak usah, siapa aja, anjir.
Nanti kalau dari sini, kalau langsung, oh, udah, nanti deh. Nah, sagi kocak, Cok.
Don't be spending too many brain cells figuring them out. Overthinking is just as bad as underthinking.
Ini apa, Cok? Clover? Nggak bisa apa-apa.
Banyak alasan, no.
Aneh, Cok, ini. Nggak usah beli skill lah.
Let's go here. Need help. Stay out of my home.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Here.
Sepi gini, coy.
Di bathroom.
Ada apa?
Kusum. Wah, mati dong saya.
Thrash isn't done with you!
Jet! Can you hear me? Heal.
On my way. On my way. On my way. Got him. Enemy.
You had your fun. My turn.
Masa ya?
know exactly
where you
My ult's ready.
TP aja, Bet.
Here goes the party. Down.
Spike down A.
Gede,
Last
Cok.
player standing. 30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Coba apa? Ah, deket tuh.
Gun here.
Pandal.
One enemy remaining.
Anjir. Bejer.
My bad. Anjir, depan muka, anjir. Dan dia bejir.
Keren. Jadi keren. Pakai akunku tuh.
I could just outlive them.
Keren di ada aku, no. Anjir, mau ambil
Stand malam.
senjata, Cok.
Ya udah. Mode gini dulu. Mode Sasuke.
Malu-maluin doang tuh.
Ada bathroom nih selalu ada ya. Wah, pelang ya.
Aku bareng mandi ya.
Anjir, jangan kocak.
Barrier created for you.
Ding. Nice.
Spike down B. Last player
Wah,
standing.
Ente banget tuh anjir. Nu nu.
Nggak bisa pakai agentnya aja.
Spike
Cewek
planted.
nih nu. Mobilin cewek kan.
You will not kill my
My
ally.
allies. Krik. Celuk, bah. Oke.
Oke.
Udah, semoga nggak usah kepake ya, Bit. Nggak apa-apa kan?
Focus up. Let's hear it.
Nah,
Susah, Cok. Nggak aku beli, Cok. Ini ada line up ke sana nggak sih, Bit?
nggak
Iya,
ada.
ini. Dus, langsung sekarang, Cok.
Dus. Cak.
Oh shite, I lost my pet rock.
Sini, kau ngedes, ku tabrak.
Awas ya.
Sabar, Giko.
Dipeleng nih, pecah palanya Danu nih.
Up and away.
Dia kok ngocak.
Someone's there.
Sakti ini maksudnya.
Kok belum maju ya?
Right there. Reloading.
Masuk dari mid, Bit. Nah, dimajuin tuh. Udah masuk semua ya.
Last player.
Anjir. Dikit banget tuh anjir. Hoki banget ay.
Spike planted.
Aku udah siap.
Mata ya dia rame banget, Cok, nggak sepi.
Nadira Rahman. Oh lah ini Uzumaki Danuto. Ya, Cok. Uzumaki Danuto, Cok.
Semakin keleng.
Siapaan? Aku sama
Vibe check.
Danu
You feel
dong.
good? Hope so.
Danu yang mana yang pakai Raja ya, guys ya? Jing. Udah nggak, tapi nggak aku beli, Bit. Cuk, nggak bisa jawab.
Nggak usah. Klub Deep Bezir. Iya, Cok. Aduh, dia ngumpet lagi kan, babi. Wah,
Kuan tap dia, Cok.
mati ya, No. Aku mau ngambil pandangan, No.
Ini ada final nih.
Jauh. Oh lah, ini tuh zigzag interact apa tuh lagi?
Bathroom.
Ini berapa, No?
Nggak tahu. Aku udah bunuh satu, Cok.
Maksudnya kopi banget, Cok.
Wah, anjir.
Bisa revive lu. Hidup lu. Alah, kenapa enggak?
Apa?
Hidup
Apa?
lagi. Tuh, kayak gitu, No.
Iya.
Spike planted.
Kok nggak ingatin, Cok?
One enemy
Healing
remaining.
down. Blocking sight.
Tiga lem ya? Nah. Kita pasti pemenang punya. Tap. Siapa tahu udah lewat. Tap. Nurut dia, Cok.
Outside this game, immortality
Good
doesn't
dog.
have as many
Good
day-to-day
dog.
benefits
Baru
as
satu tuh, No.
Ribut hoki, Cok. Aku nembak ngawur. Dapet satu tadi. Banget. Ulti nanti mati ulti. Oke. Kita smoke dulu. Kanki spray. Ya di wall. Ah, ku hancurin wall ya, bodo amat.
Here. Eyes down. Oops.
Get out of my way.
Wah,
Pakai terus.
Spike down B.
40.
Oh, siapa TP ini?
Oh tuh.
Wah, anjir.
Enemy remaining.
Anjas untuk pasang, Cok. Lah, apa aku
Jadi avatar dong.
main.
They're going to scan
Anjas.
stuff. Super easy to pick off.
Sabar, udah dapat nih ritmenya nih.
My up. You want to up? Can I get up?
Ya, op nama.
Thank you.
someone get this?
Up
Thank
nama.
Oke,
Baik ya, Cak. Baik dia mah. Naik gak sih glove? Waduh, nggak bisa naik ya, Cak. Naikin dam.
Diam. Ya, dong bola. Nurut dah, Cok.
Stay down. My ult's ready.
Ah, lo tuh.
Lotus.
Lo, Bang. Lo, Cok, betulan, Cok, nggak bohong. Oh, rotate dia. Mati aja Saki. Nah, kelas. Nah, gitu maksudnya.
Spike
Anjas,
down
overheal,
A.
Cok. Pakai drop ya?
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Waduh,
Aduh.
kocak.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Reloading.
Bunuh gak sih? Kocak juga ini Jet.
Ya.
Lah, seri, di gini apa? Di Imo pelurunya 60, Cok, vandal.
Deep breaths and all that.
Biasa main di silver.
No.
Ding. Bisa peluru habis, Cok. Coba satu lagi nih.
Need some help. Right there. Dropping smoke. Need some help. Multiple enemies B. I'll take it.
Spike down B.
I know exactly where you are.
Stop doang loh.
Last player standing.
Wow. Bajingan.
Ya, Cok, off dulu, Cok. Giku ya, cewek, Cok.
Spike planted.
Oke, terima kasih. Telah ada kiri. Oke.
Waduh, keleng. Oke banget. Apa kalian kalah di sana?
Last round in the half.
Use everything you have.
Musuhnya disuruh lihat animasi reload loh.
Udah ngomong udah berkeleng, Cok.
Cing.
Di silver berkeleng.
Aku lapar sini.
Jangan OP lah, Bid.
Need a drop.
Gak bisa no.
Nih kalau mau dari mid nih, pasti dapet, Cok.
Miss anjir gara-gara Danu, Cok.
Kata.
Wah, ente.
Itu vandal mati dia tuh.
Bisa miss anjir.
Lagi 105.
Lamain tuh, aku mau makan loh. Oh, udah mati.
Last player standing.
F5.
Switching sides.
F5 Vidd.
So, do we mix it up? Double down?
Let's talk.
F5 Vidd. Kurang aku bantai ini. Orang ini ngilang ya. Anjing, ngomong sama kasur. Report ini cocok.
Come on, little homies.
Ak.
I'll spike down.
Spike down B.
Enemy spotted A. Someone's there. Yeah, it's like that. Spike planted.
Wah, anjir.
Last player standing.
Dia shotgun, Cok.
Waduh. Itu doang.
F5 lah.
They want to dance? I'll lead.
F5 semua nih. Pas.
Defenders win.
Reloading!
Aku baru off nih. No. No. Namanya Ellie, no.
Halo?
Namanya Ellie, no.
Apa?
Namanya Ellie.
Siapa?
Cewek tadi. Coba add ya.
Mana ada Ellie?
Gak bisa add, Cok. Kenapa?
Oh, dianya nggak bisa di-add. Introvert.
Coba aku jago tadi. Dia yang add aku. Ya, Sino.
Itu Rejanya cowok itu.
Iya ke?
Iya.
Match found.
Padahal aku udah nonton itu tadi loh, Sentinel loh. Wah, di Lotus cuy. Dah. Apa tadi, Bit? Agentnya, Bit?
Raze. Aspak lagi
Reja
Raze
ya? Aduh, nggak ada, Cok.
Wah, aku ya cosplay sekarang.
Nih, nggak ada Rena ya? Aku nggak ada ide lagi, nggak ada agent lagi. KJ. Nggak ada. Sofa di Lotus.
Enggak bagus. Bagusan Gecko.
Gecko aku nggak ada. Aku cuma baru beli itu doang. Cuma baru ada Clover sama Reina.
Itu.
Enggak. Anis anjir. Namanya, Cok.
namanya anjing.
Anissa. Saya disuruh lihat animasi reload.
Keleng tuh.
Gini tuh. Gimik pura-pura cupu.
Wow. Who pull up in the Lambo? Apa no?
Udah ada.
Refreshing. Pasang layar no, habis ini makan lah.
Vidd.
Siap cai.
Siapa nih? Siapa nih?
Even if I go out, I'll go out with
Cok. Oh, Dape ya.
Just promise you'll
Main nggak sih,
don't
Pe?
hurt my feelings, okay?
Siap cai pe. Nah, habis ini ku makan cok.
Terus siapa Bet yang menang Bet?
Apa? RRQ ini?
Iya.
Wah 2-0 cok.
RRQ ya?
Ya 2-0. Wah mainnya bagus banget cok.
Anjing.
Flip jeder kill 0. Flip jeder kill 0. Menang.
Sumpah.
Sumpah cak aja tadi. Kalah cok.
Ikut Tangerang.
Kenapa?
Mapku berapa?
Map kedua di Icebox.
Anjing. Oh iya, tadi mau nonton anjing.
Udah gila juga nih.
Step nu.
Bodoh amat.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Masih di sampah, Cok. Corner B. Nah. Gunanya aku mati duluan, Vidd. Anjing.
Mas, login mas. Mas, login mas.
Gun here.
Kalah. Lah. Mana ada kalah? Musuhnya Suren tadi, Cok.
Keren tadi cok.
Belum mereka udah menang ya, Vidd ya. Apaan dia Suren ya?
Respect lah kuku cok. Respect.
Cok, di mana, Cok?
Apa?
Nontonnya ngeceknya di mana sih?
Let's flush them out. Grenade!
Kok ada babi?
One down.
Right here.
No peeking.
Lah 145 anjir, gak mati anjir 145. Beli shield ya anjing. 75 sama 145.
Scout.
Tuh Gecko-nya tuh, bunuh tuh.
One enemy remaining.
145. Wow.
Lah, aku matekin apa, Cok? Udah mati ya?
Dari bayi udah login mang ya, Dam. Bohong, jangan Dam, cok.
Help a girl out, would you?
Oh, ini sistemnya sistem grup.
Iya, Omega sama Alpha. Aku nggak tahu, cok. Bedanya Omega sama Alpha, cok. Login ISL apalagi, cok.
Wah, ini T1 masih nggak lolos aja.
Emang ya, udah 3-0
Come on, let's go.
kalahnya.
Udah, T1 masih nggak lolos.
Grenade!
Oh, dia masih menang sih.
Enemy spotted.
Wow, ini di atas.
Out of charges. Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Right here.
Keren.
Ult is ready.
Take this, bro.
Reloading.
Oh, orang-orang gini nih.
Thank you.
Take this.
I thought I would have to work today. Clearly not.
Espas mana pernah pakai OP, Vidd?
Emang ya, Aswa nggak pernah pakai PV.
Nggak pernah ya. Stringer.
Aspal nih, cok. Aspal.
Ampas ya.
They don't have a chance.
Grenade! Here, catch!
Wah,
Musuhnya lebih lagi nih.
Enemy spotted.
Spike's ready.
Itu di C nih masih.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Here comes the party. Satchel up.
Spike
Oke,
planted.
97 91.
Still in sight. One enemy remaining.
Keren nggak bang? Keren bang.
Drop in
Gimana?
a smoke.
Dah men.
Reloading.
Aku laparnya nggak ketolong ini, sumpah.
Gun
Oh
here.
iya.
Viewers don't get a reset button.
Bagus.
So stay alive, please.
Trans deket. Thank you. Anjing.
Right here. We win. We survive.
Besok besok sekolah apa?
Halo, sekolah lagi ya? Malas.
Out of charges.
Spike spotted A. Back like I never left.
Waduh. Masa
Ya.
dong?
Enggak.
Astagfirullah. Apa nih? Sat. Low, very low.
Very low, bro.
One enemy remaining. Spike down
Better.
A.
Stupid. Why you run?
Why you run, Rena? Stupid ah. Take it off. Thank you.
Stupid Rena nih.
Ya, stupid Rena ya.
Good. Another round, yes?
Orang Malay aja.
Does anyone have funds? Merci.
Dua lagi ya?
Wah, modal serius gini no.
Raja Jawa.
Reloading.
Mana ada cak? Itu pakai ini OP.
Lihat ya.
Mati.
Have one of these. Grenade.
Enemy spotted.
Wah, timak cak. Di push.
Pere. Berapa banyak tuh? No?
Udah masuk ya.
Take it out.
You had your fun. My turn.
Wah, anjir. Chaos banget Bit, di situ Bit.
Ya.
Jetnya 80, Gecko 80. Nice.
Got one. Go get it.
Spike planted.
Hi.
Refreshing.
Tembus ini tuh meninggal lu.
Satchel out.
Last player
Okay.
standing.
Bunuh lah.
One
Nah.
enemy remaining.
Nice.
Ampas.
Pas yo. Opi. Refreshing.
Fancy vacuum
Terus
deactivated.
kata lagi mampus.
Hey, refreshing. Refreshing.
We
Wah,
move
babi
as a
nih.
unit. Can I get a drop? Last thing I need.
Tutorin ya.
Nah, kalau kau pakai funnel kita banyak loh, no.
Aku pakai OP. AC nih.
Help a girl out, would you? Cheers, mate. Strong stay.
Grenade. Catch. Nat 20.
Jing, gak ada cak.
No peeking. Enemy spotted A.
Oh, skema ini OP juga loh. Kayaknya cak.
Reloading.
Satchel out.
Biar apa tuh bang?
Talking scope.
Sip.
Healing over here. No peeking.
Gun here.
Reloading.
Penting sih.
Spike planted.
Tipu.
Time to hunt.
One enemy remaining.
Out of charges.
Drop in a smoke.
I diffuse things in my sleep.
Refreshing.
Shame. I love explosions.
Jing, 2 lagi loh.
Chamber, let me borrow one of your guns. Please? Ah, come on, man, please. I said please.
Kita attacker kayak apa nih, Cok, bantai-bantainya? Ini sudah.
Nah, apa nu?
Gini.
Ya,
Kayak gini.
harusnya Phantom sih aku.
Nah,
Kayak Aspas.
Aspas. Astagfirullah ini, Cok.
Otekin no.
Di bibit. Nah, langsung lompat ke B, langsung tembus ke B tuh, nggak bisa kah? Oke.
Buka pintu no.
You will not kill my allies.
Ya, nggak kena, Cok.
80 no, 80 no. Harusnya Phantom tuh aja, Phantom kena semua anjing. Dekat tuh no, satu no.
Last player
Ya,
standing.
Tolol.
Kupingku, Cok. Sepi. Nangis. Dadah.
Listen
Tuh,
up,
tope.
you muckers. If I can get back up, just give me a nudge.
Baik,
Can I get a
Ah,
draw?
sorry. Nah, ini udah ampas nih, udah pakai Phantom nih. Lihat ya.
Oh, crosshairku ya, yang aneh ya.
Kau yang mainannya nggak sih no?
Tambah 2 aja.
Get out of my way. Can't use that.
Nah, dapat 2 tuh. Kelas.
Ya Tuhan.
Gambar apa tuh?
One enemy remaining. Spike down. C.
C.
Rata dong.
You made it easy yourself.
Refreshing. Lihat.
Right here.
Siapa tuh ya no yang di stream kuno?
Siapa?
Itu.
Mana anjing? Gini delay bit, delaynya sejam, Cok, nggak bisa ngeliat gue.
Oh iya, sama-sama kan bisa lihat, Cok.
Jin.
Baru pulang cakapnya, Cok. Pulang nggak sih?
Siapa?
Amoy.
Ya, katanya.
Grenade here.
Coba aja.
Satchel out.
Enemy spotted.
Katanya nginep di gym, weh.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Wah, kalau aku nggak reload dapat banyak.
Ada yang semangat besok. Oh ya.
Betul lah, Pit, kau jangan scam, Cok.
Wah, aku besok.
Can I get a drop?
Tiba-tiba WA di blok. Iya, Cok.
Abdiin lah.
Nah,
Thanks.
Nah, gitu dah. Itu kan aku senang. Mau jam berapa kalian? Wow, mau ikut kah?
kan jam 3 ya, dia flag jam 12, keburu sih, Cok.
Explode.
Nah. Lagi
Gas, Moy?
gas Moy. Lagi jam berapa, Moy?
Bisa ya? Itu cuy.
One enemy remaining.
Wow.
Apa tuh, Pit?
Anjing.
Hokinya, Cok.
Weh.
Satchel out.
Last round before the switch.
I didn't hear how you do it. Just
Gini, Cok, balir ini.
Nu tolong kasih tahu Pak Sapri pilot pesawat jet kuno, wis.
Wow.
kakak gitu. Hano.
Cuma lagi, Bit.
Wah, nggak bisa, lapar nu, sumpah. Pengen makan, coba pengen McD. McD nggak sih, Moy?
Oke.
Aku is McD nggak sih? Nggak sih.
Tadi perasaan gacor, ada mil langsung Sasuke, Cok.
Wah, Sasuke gitu, Cok.
Nggak ada lagi, Bit. Bisa kabel lagi tuh. Wah, mati, Bit. Nah, gitu dong. Saatnya aku yang bersinar, guys ya.
Like I never left.
I'm a good shot.
Besok jam 2. Ya, besok jam 2. Aku jam 2 besok.
Aku jam 3.
Oh ya, jam 3.
Jam 2 sana,
Betul. Mati dong ini.
Player
Oke.
standing.
Ini Iu pakai akun siapa? Woi, Uzumaki Danuto, Cok. Niakannya mau main rank kan, ternyata nggak bisa.
Anjir.
Aspas no.
Orang pakai Odin kayak gitu ya.
Aspas no.
Switching
Ampas.
sides.
We're here because we're the best.
Aspas no.
Any of you forget that?
Kok gini ya? Tadi Moy kayak ada yang bikin story 47 kill, Cok.
Editan. Ikan akun baru itu, Cok. Match kedua tuh. Bot semua maksudnya. Egg.
Ya.
Ini koplas enggak? Enggak salah ya?
Enggak.
Gimana cara kau nge-kill?
Berapa lagi tuh, No? 7 lagi, No?
7.
For you, hermanita. No peeking.
Aku penasaran sama besok kalian. Ih,
Enemy spotted.
Lumon.
There. Enemy spotted.
Lah. Apa Cok doang?
Reloading. Drop in a smoke.
Reloading.
Last player standing.
Wah, 60. 60, guys. Lapar, Cok. Habis cepetin, Cok. Dan makan.
They found my trap.
Danu masuk Kristen. Nggak sih, No? Wah, masuk Kristen Danu, Cok. Wah, ente. Nggak jadi masuk Kristen.
One downside to being immortal. I can't play dead.
Marshal dong, Bang. Don.
Hampir Danu masuk Islam, Cok.
Hampir. Kali.
Apa Mas Landi? Mana, Cok, aku udah tahu bahasa Inggrisnya apa? Boots apa boots? Boot.
I got yous, okay?
Kok bom lah gue, AFK gue, Cok.
Hawk out.
Ayo, wow.
Reloading.
Tolol banget ya. Jadi bekeleng.
Enemy spotted. Critical hit on me.
Reloading.
Enemy C.
Apa ya?
Lari sini, No.
Iya, tinggal klik kiri, Cok. 101 ya.
What?
Last player standing.
Oke banget. Sudah.
Ada Mas Anis. Aman aja.
Spike planted.
Kok udah nggak Benny lagi diimpus tangannya.
Itu tuh.
There they are.
Oke.
Nah, Ajis. Lah. Nggak.
Bodoh dalut.
Ada.
Cambri.
Woi, you tak stream, Moy. Dia nggak streaming. Katanya stream member, Cok. It's okay, NT. Anjay. Itu, No.
I surrounded by minha família. We won't lose. Right here.
Masih download. Not apa? Dia main apa, Cok?
Right here.
Main babaji, Cok.
Bayo.
Right here.
Kau dong mau Bayo, Cok.
Wah.
Lihat ya.
Kau jangan lompat dulu, Bit. Aku kegeser nanti kau nih. Ya Allah.
Kebetulan banget.
There. Time to hunt.
Mampus.
Have one of these. Dropped in a smoke.
160. Nah. Oke.
Apa lagi emot-emot, Cok?
I have them.
One tap 1 juta.
Planted.
One enemy remaining.
Right here.
Ya, coba semuanya, Mas.
Make sure to follow my
Keren.
The latest
Mau kan
at
tuh?
the
Tuh
end.
kan tuh. Kau kan suka pakai Guardian.
Boleh.
Can I get a drop?
Sabar, ada telepon, sabar.
Telepon. Siapa nelpon tuh?
Thanks.
Bagus ini orang itu. Udah aku
Vidd
beliin.
kasih stiker baru. Game memang ngasih 10, aku kasih dah.
Get out of here. Grenade. Reloading.
Anjir, miss lagi gini kok.
Geser. Maju lah ya kan, anjing. Apa ini orang?
Okay. Reloading.
Nggak bisa tembak ya? Nggak asik, Cok. Nah, GP.
Yam.
No peeking.
Wah, coba aku vandal tuh. Wait.
Need danger.
One enemy remaining.
Here comes the party.
Masih gak mati nih. Ya ilah, komang.
Dari tadi delay banget, Cok, ulti aku, Cok. Bau banget.
Reloading.
Match point.
Their head is in the digits.
They are so dead.
Need a drop.
Beliin lah.
Thank you.
Wah, Surya, kelas Surya.
Diam.
Bonne chance, mes amis.
Mantap nih, Bit. Sagi mati. Lihat ya. Waduh, 60 orang gini ngantri. Alah. Bisa dapet tadi tuh, Cok.
Kok kurang ke kiri aku ya tadi ya?
Rebutan, cing.
Oke, 6 mata menyaksikan Mui lagi Danu Wave.
Nama mata nih, dataku AC nih.
Last player standing.
Anis. Kelas Anis.
You had your fun. My turn.
Masih hidup tuh, Bang.
OP tuh.
And 4.
Tuh, sana itu. Masuk semua, Bang.
Attackers win.
Biar dia tahu, yes. Di klip soalnya.
Were in my way. So
Klip.
Klik GG, Cok. GG kamu nu.
Nah, Cok, coba kita itu, Cok.
Wah.
Main di lobby gini, Cok, imo. Kayak Raje. Wah.
Kok gampang ya, No?
Gampang banget, Cok. Yang susah apa, Bit?
Yang susah tuh mencari dia, anjay.
Ya.
Mendapatkan dia. Wah. Nah, login. Sekali lagi, No.
Wah. Katanya sedok basangnya.
Gak apalah, nantilah.
Boleh. Dape, mau main kah?
Pe, mau main, Pe?
Kompe kah?
Gak bisa kompe nih aku anjing.
Kenapa?
Gak tahu.
Nih, ranknya di atasnya Imo, Pe. Gak ada lawan. Susah nyarinya.
Kita buka
Di atas Radian, Cok.
Kita buka open jasa joki gak sih, Pe, anjing? Cocok kayaknya, Pe.
Gas. Joki Iron Bronze.
Nah, itu Cok. Gak gold bisa kan, Pe? Bisa pasti gold.
Bisa. Mana Pit? Aku nu.
Lu pakai yang mana, Pe?
Vertical.
No, pakai dong.
Gimana cara ngeliatnya, Cok?
Itu di party kode. Oh, udah.
Terus?
XXG847. XXG X847.
XM.
SMP.
Bre.
Mrs. Brew.
Wah.
Gak bisa, cowok.
Ini caps lock.
Safe lock coba.
XXG
847.
877.
847.
Oh, salah.
Oh, Mr. Brew, Cok. Nah. Oh, merah gini, Pe. Main di mana, Pe?
Cuma di lobby tuh, Pit.
Oh iya kan.
Main di bawah tanah, Cok.
Genjutsu anjing.
Ini nggak apa-apa nih kalah nanti nih.
Unrated, cowok.
Unrated.
Oke.
Takut banget, No. Takut kalah, No.
Unrated mah ngapain takut kalah, cowok? Kompe baru. Dari merah-merah.
Kayaknya ngejing kemarin tuh, Pe. Ya nggak sih, Pe?
Iya gue ngejing lu Pit kemarin, tai. Gue yang kena bangsat.
Gue kena juga, Cok. Tipis banget. Udah sekali lagi asinan 2 atau harusnya anjing.
Kena anjing, mau turun diamond 1, cowok. Arah sisa 9 gini.
Sisa nyawa, Cok. Bisa 2 kali itu main.
2 kali.
PE, Nu ada 4 second vandal sini, Nu. Beli nggak sih, Nu?
Ada kan? Di gini ya, di shopnya ya?
Ya, sama Sina Hunter knife.
Coba lihat mana? Aku lihat kau. Delaynya setahun, Cak.
Setahun.
Itu bagus, Wit. Yang pisaunya tuh, Wit.
Pisaunya bagus, Cok.
Kayak apa dah diputar-putar gitu?
Kayak putar-putar biasa, set gitu. Putarnya kayak.
Ini ada nih.
Nah, nanti lihat AP kalau mati. No.
Oh iya.
Bagus, cok.
Wah, ini S1 mau diajarin. Ku ajarin, Cok.
Aduh.
Ini ranknya dapet apa, Joy?
Diamond 2.
Mati, Cok.
Nggak apa-apa, Nu. Belajar, Nu.
Rated mah nggak ngaruh, Nu.
Iya, nggak ngaruh anjing. Sama aja.
Oh, iya.
Iya, Cok. Tadi aja ketemu level 400 anjing, tadi ketemu level 400. Nyoba Clove nggak sih, Pe? Lu udah pernah nyoba? Clove, Cok, Clove.
Manigus. Orang Bali nih, Wit, sumpah, Wit.
Emang ya. Balir, Cak.
Apa itu?
Devanci, Cak.
Ih, bris, cok.
Nanti digituin ke ini, Cok. Anjing.
Biasa nggak seru anjir, lagi 2 hari baru seru anjir. RRQ versus T1. Emang nggak bisa lolos, Pe? T1, Pe?
Udah nggak bisa lah, udah kalah 3 kali.
Menurutmu siapa yang diganti tuh, Pe? Carpe nggak sih? Carpe, Cok.
Apa?
Carpe diganti itu harusnya.
Albert out.
Albert out.
Carpe,
Cok. Angin-anginan mainnya.
TS juga tuh, DFM juga.
DFM lagi masa bangkit
Tapi di
nih.
event nggak mungkin masuk 3 besar karena 3 per X.
Iya, nomor 2
RRQ cowok bisa lolos, lupa.
lagi mainnya bagus banget tadi tuh lihat anjing. Kalau gini terus sih bisa sih anjir. Playoff bisa juara 1-2-2.
Tapi ingat, baru lawannya TS sama satu lagi apa kemarin?
TS sama Blade doang. Ecek-ecekan doang. Belum melawan Perek sama gini Genji.
TS ya? TS nggak sih kemarin? Enggak
Ya, tes. TS sama
TS
Blade.
kan, baru TS Blade cowok, masih tim-tim antar komplek.
Antar komplek.
Belum tim besar cowok.
Tim papan EVOS ya?
Wow.
EVOS ada palunya nggak sih, Vidd?
Nggak ada. RRQ doang coba, RRQ terbaik.
Berarti apa tadi yang seru? TI lawan RRQ.
Karena ada gini, ada Excurate.
Berarti BA-nya siapa ya? Ada lawan itu dong, Snow.
Wow.
Wow, Snow.
Menang sudah dong.
Wow, dari segi apa? KFC.
TT. Kau tahu nasi McD nggak, Vidd?
Diam lu.
Dari.
Okay, let's win this.
Mana ada AP? Ya AP pisaunya AP.
Nggak kelihatan dong kok di sini.
Enggak, coba.
Coba. Oh iya ya. Gimana?
Doraemon coba nih, lawan Doraemon kau nu.
Torin pakai Rena.
Nah, kayaknya abis nih kalau ranked kayaknya aku bego anjir.
Abisnya ranked kah? Gas.
Aku bego, Cok. Jangan.
Rank apa?
Reloading.
Enggak tahu yang tinggi lah. Malaman. Marta.
Aduh, lihat nanti David sekolah lagi besok.
Oh ya, sekolah ya.
Jam berapa tapi jangan malam-malam.
Tergantung Marta. Dia bisa yang apa?
Sama Marta, lu diajak ke main?
Enggak sih, harusnya diajak. Kali.
Nggak tahu Harta Meto hari ini.
Loh, aku bawa SPEC, Cok. Gimana cerita nih?
Blinding.
Anjir.
Got the spike.
60 no. Evan 2 no.
Ya, Omen.
Spike planted.
Omennya nggak lihat kanan ya? Anjing.
Wah, ente.
Di WA nggak dibalas anjing.
Blok.
Nggak main sih.
As much as this world hurt me, it's mine, and I will kill to defend it.
Jatnya cukup banget, Cok.
Wah, baru nol.
Reloading.
Good luck.
Shadows traveling.
Dah. Pick lah, no.
Dia dari jauh sana, Cok. Nggak kelihatan dari sini. Majulah, ya kan? Apalagi? Anjir. Waduh. Wali. Biar apa tuh, Bu?
Spotted B.
Berapa orang, no?
60.
Belakang lu. Wah.
Last player
Lah.
standing.
Cir. Kena peluru nyasar, Cok.
Planted.
Wah, ini jet smoker, Cok.
Asli. Jet smoker.
Swing. Dan. Satu lurus nih.
Cai, kursi kaki, Cok, David.
Wih, ketahuan anjing babi.
Wow.
One enemy remaining.
Boleh.
Dewa cok, entot.
Maaf telat, gak apa-apa Senso. Nyah. Sorry.
You were a stone. Well done.
Menembak apa, Jing?
Ah, Andre jahat.
Pose dulu Ji, mau ke bot tuh.
Wow. Baru kill 3 pose, cok.
Wow.
Apa nih jetnya? Ngelam ya.
Aduh.
Break them.
RPD dimaki-maki masa nggak comeback, Cok? Biasanya langsung comeback.
Lah, baru segini aja. Oke banget anjir.
Musuh bisa gitu, Cok.
Ntar ngamah dulu, ngamah.
Cover going out.
Komeran.
Show me a
Kima.
Wah, 3 tulis loh, Rek. Agak ngecil. Nggak heal. Nggak usah ya.
Lah, flank, Cok.
Making cover.
Got the spike.
Anjir.
Coba SPEC, Pe. Senjatanya, Pe. Nah, tuh. Nah.
Oh, bagus, Cok.
Enemy spotted A.
Berapa tadi Bit di sana, Bit? 3.000 ya?
Ya, 3.000-an.
3.000 gak worth it sih.
30 seconds left.
Mati kayak Rena kita.
3.000 gak worth it sih, jujur.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Itu tadi ada Bet yang kirim ke kau tuh. Cuma 1.500, Cok.
One enemy remaining.
Nggak ada waktu.
10 seconds left.
Udah di pilar harusnya, Pe.
Kaget, Cok.
Worth it tuh 2.000-an baru worth it.
I'll do my job, you do yours.
2.000.
Tapi diskon sih diskon nggak ada hitungannya gitu diskon.
Too eager.
Beli sih,
Bring up the
beli sih.
spike.
Bagus tuh ini sama Vidd.
Minggir. Kamu sini, Bang. Ah.
Ini nge-flank lu, Cok. Kita tusuk ah.
Lihat. Mau di smoke aja dia. Jet flanker, Cok.
Ya, di stun, Cok. Astagfirullah.
Enemy spotted mid.
See ya.
Di sini ketumbal nih ya. Hup.
Mari dia, Cok.
Bap.
Plant the spike.
My ult's ready.
Wah, di stun aku, Cok.
Spike down B.
Evan tuh 1.
I need help.
Udah turun kayaknya tuh. Oh, tuh.
30 seconds left.
Jam so.
Last player standing.
Pas make dia David.
Kelas ku bayarin gym besok. No.
Wah, sini rata deh, Cok.
Lihat sih dia rata deh besok.
Hah? Aku nggak bawa phantom ya?
The city needs me. I
Nggak
can't
keadaan.
be away for long. Let's send this.
Abi di game, Cok.
FF. Oh, mau FF kah?
Aku main nih.
Surga itu FF. Itu FF.
Aduh, malas sekolah, cok.
Nggak usah, langsung belajar crypto aja, Pe.
Iya, sekolah crypto aja ngapain sekolah lagi?
Ya, terus beli baju ulti Nolan.
Wow.
Ganti PP ulti Nolan juga.
Ulti Nolan tuh.
Yikes.
Pengen cepet-cepet lulus, cok.
My ult's ready.
Lihat.
Spike down B.
Ceng, di ulti, Cok. Malas.
Last player standing.
Oh, gitu Bit, keren Bit.
Lihat. Ku nonton di 144 aja di FF ya ke.
Then commit.
Iya, Cok.
Reloading. 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 Reloading.
I get what I want.
I have the spike.
Oh.
Here. Flash out.
Plant the spike.
Oke.
Got your fun. My turn.
Destabilizing.
Oke, wait.
Dulu, Cok. Udah habis.
Ini kontol.
Enemy kill.
Os itunya.
Wow.
Baru loot. Wah, di smoke, Cok. Bah. Oh, nggak ada anjing.
Reloading.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Last player
Oke.
standing.
Ya.
Ngetrol gini aku, Cok. Sorry dah.
Izin serius.
Oh, izin sih dekat Pe. Serius, Pe.
This place is nice,
Izin.
but not nice enough to
Izin
die
kada,
in.
izin.
Let's win and get out of here.
Atas izin Allah, aku akan serius.
Mulut dah rek. Jadi cepat nih ke Ani.
How did we forget the spike? Cutting their vision.
Smoke apa tuh anjing?
Nowhere to run.
No distraction.
Tadi Be. Deng.
Rata gini, guys.
Gila nih, glove-nya kompe banget anjing. Ais, bingung ya, Cok. Ait. Anjay. Kok kira aku tertipu?
Oke.
Hatilah.
Focusing.
Siapkan dia siap. Nah.
Anjay.
Destabilizing.
Tuh.
Enemy spotted A.
Nah.
Stop
Anjir, Mek.
fire. Breaking them.
30 seconds left.
Itu ada tuh depan kau. Nah.
One down.
Ambil skin dulu.
Oh, kan bener kanan tuh anjing. Aku udah duga tadi anjing. Lama banget ya maju anjir ini anak. Caplo. Iya, kan enggak ketahuan, Mek. Coba toxic Bang, kontol memek kamu pecah. Sorry. Kurang toxic ah.
Ini deh yang buat kalah tuh kayak gitu.
Masa Allah sahabat muslim.
The symphony of death.
Nah nih, jumping dash nih.
Masuk lah, Bet.
Udah masuk, Cok.
Masuk.
Wait, gini cuy, kemin.
Apa lagi nih?
Wait, Coach Sentinel gitu juga bilang tadi. Kalau udah susah masuk
We
site-nya,
survive.
ambil aja gitu.
Oh. Door mati.
Wah, ini orang kompunya.
Itu depan.
Aman, Be.
Ih, 1 XP cok aku, sabar.
19 dong, Cok.
Ih, cok.
Spike down.
Lah kupingnya dingin tuh. Dulu tuh.
Not enough.
Satu lagi satu, no.
Last player
Lah,
standing.
120.
One enemy remaining.
Ya Allah, ini main apa nih anak cok?
Skin dulu.
Kamu kan dengar stepnya.
Ini kelihatan.
Mati dia. Terus gimana nih bang?
Look your enemy in the eye.
Gimana coach?
It helps with a
Gimana coach?
Pencet F5.
Nah ini coach. Nah, bagus coach.
Deng.
Cuma no S5 no.
F5 nih betulan.
5.
Aku mau makan.
2, 3. Nah.
Suren, I need to go to hospital.
Main PC gak?
I need to go to hospital. Man, please, man.
Oh, ada.
Yes, thank you.
Defenders
You're
win.
go to hospital.
Aduh. Beneran cok. Astaga.
Kompe kita.
Kak, aku mau makan.
Gas.
Aku mau makan cok. Kompa.
Nah, udahan, guys.
Ya udah. Ih,
Ya, TikTok mampus.
lapar
Ayo,
cok.
Pepet.
Cing.
Ayo,
Kom.
Pit. Bosan, Pit. Nggak apa-apa, dah turun dah. Yang penting main dulu, Pit.
Nah itu yang main tuh. Solo pe, coba solo pe, suruh pe.
Udah tadi solo.
Terus?
Kalah, timnya tolol.
Enggak. Capek cok.
P.
Ah.
P.
Oh, ninja. Cok.
Ninja. P. Dah. Jam berapa nih? Oh jam segini. Oke. Thank you everyone yang udah watching. See you tomorrow guys. Ya. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.